Oh, fucking YouTube, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on, God fucking damn it. There we go. That's better. There we go. That's better. Oh, what the piece of shit. Man, this fucking phone stand. Come on. There we go. Like the orange cherry on a Big Mac advance ends up kissing him. As he doesn't. No, huh? Alright, time to bowl up your shit. Oh, gonna sell this one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, should be better. Get a boat loaded up for the night and all that shit. And then see what's going down for the evening and all that shit. I imagine probably not much. Well, there's some shit, but meh is what I say to that shit. Move this turn up a little bit. Better be careful of that thing. Emperor Volts all Niners because, of course, I didn't sleep late last night and ended up sleeping most of the day. They got track fixed though. Dude, that was kind of me today too. Dude, that super all-nighter maybe just like passed pretty much immediately the fuck out all day and night up until today. I was just like, eh. Mostly I think a lot of it's just because I was, on Mad Adventure time that time around versus just all night and then just hanging out. Just like hanging out here, for example. Like, obviously I'm not going to immediately like crash, from that. But after that, after the rally and shit, I just went just fucking out. I didn't even bother to take my boots off or nothing. Reheating some food, ate that, and then not even like a second after that, just plopped. So, I ended up just like sleeping a fat chunk of it. Yeah, Brian woke me after I came back from work too, after I took a power nap in between things because I was still a little tired. And he's like, hey, come on, dude, let's hang out. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And I come out and he's already asleep. So he also went right, knocked the fuck out. So far for that, because I was want to ask him how work went, how all that went, because I thought initially it was supposed to leave by 8 or something, but he hit me up some point when I would say around 11 or 10 today. That's why I end up kind of being up a little bit and then taking a power nap. And I was like, huh? Yeah, I was doing some stuff yesterday and, had an all-nighter. Went to a Rip City in the morning to Portland, and I was like, yeah. Came back here, and I just crashed, and I'm still tired. So he was like, all right, well, about to head to work. I was like, sweet, you gotta let me know how that is, bruh. Immediately just started falling asleep again. So, well, I mean, it was much needed rest. Besides, on Sundays, there's fucking nothing ever that really happens. The only eventful shit was Trump had his little inauguration Eve speech, and it's pretty much about it. I mean, I guess hostages, from the whole Palestine thing have, finally been released and shit too. Despite honestly, even the Israeli government literally threatening to continue genociding and shit if they weren't going to do it in a very peculiar order. It's you must, 1, name them, 2, it must be done for these particular points, and it must be done at this time and not a second later or some shit. I'm just are they really trying to fuck over a peace deal? Because it really did seem like that. Israel was really kind of adamant about finding some excuse to be see, they violated it. But Well, there ain't nothing there, so they can't do shit about that until a little bit later when they decide to fuck him up again. Just because, why not? It's obviously, inherited by their blood right to do so, evidently. So. Trump is running on new scams. He's doing another crypto scam and is way oversold the inauguration to the point that MAGA are complaining. Oh, are a few of them already complaining? I mean, I know he's pumping this like Trump coin thing, but from my understanding, he's kind of almost like treating it like a stock, option, because he can't just immediately like buy or like immediately sell it or some shit. From my understanding, I kind of looked into that a little bit, and well, maybe it's just like how the particulars are about it, but I don't know how he's gonna like overtly scam it unless it's like a little bit later down the line. It's like hold on to it now, bump it up a lot, and then like sell a bunch of it, and then like repeat the process. I mean, tickets in inauguration were oversold by thousands of dollars. It cost $2,000 each with no refunds. Oh shit. Wait a minute. I just realized, do they actually like, you have to buy tickets to go to that? I thought that was just something you can like go to if you wanted to. Like, it's like an open public thing. Wait, you have to buy tickets for that? That's new information to me. I figured it'd just be, like a thing that people could just go to. Obviously, government sanctioned because there would be agents and cops and stuff to make sure, it's all like peaceful and shit, I guess. Not this year. Trump is doing it indoor. Wait, so normally it's just a free attendance type of thing. I'm sure you can probably buy like, a VIP spot, that's like right up ahead. I'm sure there is that type of stuff, but like just across the board, that's genuinely kind of surprising to me, to be fucking frank. But, it's Trump, so am I really that surprised? I just didn't think they would actually be able to overtly get away with something like that. Because I figured, like, like I said, you could, like, buy your way into, like, a closer seat, or some shit. But beyond that, it's like you just show up. And as soon as there's not enough people to fit in the place or some shit, then hang out outside. Like, outside the little vended arena or whatever. But, knowing Trump, of course, he has to try to make a fucking buck out of it. This is why even, like, the people that, are like, I like him, and but don't really pay a fuck all attention to the guy. Honestly, I wish I was, had that blissful ignorance sometimes. Like my friend probably occasionally, like, because a lot of things he mentions and talks about, I'm like, Trump's like against that shit, right? Like, he's actually like, not for that, or would try to do the exact opposite of that kind of thing. I remember once he was like, yeah, isn't he like pro-abortion or something? And I was sitting here like, I think it was because he was talking to one of his buddies that are out in Vancouver, and because apparently she's a Trump supporter, but like between the conversation, she was like, no, that's actually kind of one of the things he ain't, but whatever. People can do that if they want, but I don't care. Because I don't want to, have one myself and blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, okay. I mean, on one hand, it's like at least that's some honesty, but at the same time, it's like, since like 2002, dude, we were like toddlers at that point. I mean, I think it's just because of like the first term, there's like a few things like the carrier deal shit, like, literally just the most surface level shit. And, and if it sounds good, then it's like, yeah. Which frankly, like, fucking most of this country literally does that. It's like vibes, just literally vibes based. So, I don't entirely like blame someone for that. I blame someone who's like overly politically active about that shit. Like a lot of these like MAGA rally chug guys and shit that like actively partake in events and all this other shit, actively like, talking and always constantly going into it. Because at least Brian openly says that like, I don't know shit about politics and it doesn't interest me. Like, at least there's some just straight honesty with that. One reason I hate this country, Tell me about it, man. On one hand, I hate it, but at the same time, I'm just like, I wish I had that fucking ignorance. Maybe not for that side of things, but just in general, because goddamn. I mean, honestly, it does get more difficult to kind of hold that kind of position the more that general day-to-day life gets worse, so to speak, when it comes to like prices, housing, and shit. Like, so it's not like it's these type of people just are forever lost, but there's definitely a large swath of these type of people that just don't care to get it necessarily. Which honestly, that's why there's more importance for people that do care to actually, really be informed and pay attention to that type of shit. Mostly just on a local level, to be fucking frank, even though it tends to be more boring. Non-existent housing plan. He had a housing plan. Well, obviously it's non-existent, but the idea that he was going to like try to prop that up. Honestly, like, that's... I can't even really be mad at Trump supporters or like Trump in general right now because the Democrats fucked up so fucking hard this past week. So fucking bad. When it comes to the Gaza ceasefire thing, which that should have been done over a fucking year ago. And like I said, at least 13 months, it should have happened within the first week. And with the whole TikTok ban thing, the Dems were kind of the ones who were pushing it. I mean, Trump did way back in the first term, but you really fucking think he's going to, keep that same position? Of course not. He's going to make him look good to try to save it. Well before he was even president yet. It's like, he even boasted about it on his little inauguration Eve speech. He's like, we've done so many things. I'm not even president yet. So it's one of those things where, frankly, at least for him, I mean, I'd be doing the same thing that he's doing, just boasting, gloating, and just being like, yeah. Also, hella bipartisan, both parties voted overwhelmingly on it. And now the Republicans, who have a veto-proof supermajority, by the way, apparently, are going to, have to kind of come to qualms with that. Like, if they wanted to push it, but yet, Trump and his DOJ are going to, either try to, like, prevent it or keep it, like, it's going to be a little interesting with that. I mean, if Trump knows it's good for him, he's going to make sure everyone, stays in line with it, though. Because so far, it's literally pretty much the general consensus is that he saved it. He really didn't, but he's definitely, honestly, a major role into the whole broader influence of how people think about it. And everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people are just gonna, just say that, yeah, he did. And frankly, he kind of did. And and to a lot of younger people, that's gonna look positive towards him. I mean, which is shitty, but that's why I blame the Democrats on this, because they fucked up so goddamn hard where they could have at least, like done the barest and minimal like Trump did, or at least like just go full out and just be like, not only is, like we're keep TikTok up, we're also going to like, work with, Binance or China or something to like have like some sort of a collaboration of deal or something. I don't know. Like they could have done at least a number of different things besides not ban it. Funny enough, though, like since it's back, like the 36 hours now that it's returned, you still can't download it in the App Store, though. So it sucks to be the people that uninstalled it and then wanted to go back to it because they're like, oh shit, it's back, okay, because they can't do it now. At least for now. And in the meantime. By any metric, yet nothing. Well, because it's based out in the United States. That's the main caveat. Like a lot of these social media platforms that also tend to be international, but are predominantly American-based, like Facebook, Twitter, and shit. I mean, that's the main reason why. Those companies work pretty well in hand in tandem with the United States government, so there's no reason to try to challenge that or regulate it or like prevent like buying or selling data and shit. But because it's Binance and that's based out in Singapore, which is a like the most hilarious thing about all of this, it's not even in China. The company's based out of fucking Singapore, which ain't no better, but still. If Musk buys TikTok, you know that shit will be completely intentional. Oh, of course. No, 100%. And frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's a part of it. I wouldn't be surprised if part of this deal with like that Trump did or whatever about TikTok and shit, and well, broadly Binance, because also that like video editing app that a lot of people use, like CapCut, I think it's called, or CapCut. Like a lot of people use that, and it's in tandem with Binance as well. It's owned by Binance, so even that got fucked. It wasn't just TikTok either. It's like other affiliate apps that are tangential towards it. And those, I think, also got reinstated, but it's the same thing, like on the App Store, like you can't find it. Unless that's changed since the last time I, looked at it. But from my understanding, it got unbanned today. And I was seeing a lot of people, like, like comments about it and shit, like from different videos, because I was just kind of curious to see what people were thinking about it. And honestly, I'm like, I kind of find it a little amusing, at least, that a lot of these people just cannot like re-download this stuff again. But at the same time, it's like this was just all for fucking show, and mostly on Trump's part and the Dems' part too. Like it really was just a whole multi-fucking charade fucking facade. And honestly, even I had the impression that it wasn't actually going to be fucking banned. Yeah, maybe it would have gone through for like a day or two, which that's literally what happened. So, I mean, I just had a feeling that it just wasn't. I mean, too many people in the U.S. use it. And also, like, a lot of people literally just said, fuck you, and went to Red Note. Which also, now that I've just thought about it, I try not to evoke the name, but I got recommended a Voosh video. A good old Vosh video. And it happened to be, like, the title is so fucking stupid because I swear he's playing dumb. Or the editor, is playing dumb or whatever, just for clicks. But the video is like, Americans are weirdly obsessed with, China now. And I'm sitting here like, the fuck do you mean, bro? You mean curious? And, like, checking out another app where they realize that, yeah, like, a lot of things about, like, China, at least when it comes to Chinese people and their culture and stuff, is actually kind of fucking cool. And actually is interesting. And a lot of them are also kind of chill with that too. And, and a lot of, Chinese content creators over there, been like, some of it's been mixed. I've heard some people are like, no, like, this isn't cool. This kind of sucks. And, for some of them, they welcome it. So, so I think, there's like broadly, like kind of a mixed view about it. But from my understanding, it's more positive than negative. Like most people, that originally were using the app, were basically like kind of very welcoming of it. Which also just shows that, like, if someone's curious about a culture and partakes in it, the people of that culture are more than willing, usually often than not, are wanting to share that with you. Like, shocker. But, for a lot of Americans, ironically enough, that was like a culture shock to them. Because all the propaganda and the idea about, China and Chinese people honestly just, broke like that for a lot of fucking people. It's getting shit-lived now. Yeah, basically. Because he literally thinks this is just because Americans have a weird obsession with what he calls, broadly, and traditionally this is always what it's been kind of called Orientalism, where it's the idea of that, like, Westerners having a, basically, like, a obsession or a very strong fascination about, like, Eastern, predominantly Chinese culture and shit, which... it's in which honestly there is nothing really inherently wrong with that, but I mean how it's been used in the past obviously is mostly for Western influence, obviously, but like it's just a lot of it I think is just because he doesn't know what that fucking means. Because just because someone is broadly interested in what is like Far Eastern culture, at least predominantly here in Chinese culture, doesn't mean it's not a bad thing. In fact, it's really kind of a good thing because he's saying it's like, oh well. At least from the little I got from the video too, it's like a lot of it's like, well, they, are a lot worse about, when it comes to free speech and this and that and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, and so is a lot of other fucking social media platforms, my G. Like, it's still a private fucking company at the end of the day. I mean, it's not like, all of a sudden every goddamn fucking, America going on Red Note or some shit suddenly becoming a Maoist or whatever the fuck. Or like a Dengist or some shit. It's like, that's just not going to happen. maybe a couple of them, like, maybe like far lefty types, might, but wow, like, oh, you get like two or three of them that learn a little bit more directly from like the horse's mouth, so to speak, about when it comes to like, Chinese like leftism and shit. Oh no. But also, like, one thing that I've found out from a couple other people that have been using it and shit too, like from different, forms of videos that, from been looking at, just because it's, it's a new phenomenon so far with such a massive exodus like that. And honestly, there's like this kind of a commonality about certain things outside of like work culture. Like the one thing that definitely is very distinctly different, where it's almost kind of like back in my day, I pushed up by bootstraps kind of mentality, but it's from the youth a little bit because they work insensely long hours and like have like this whole like 996 schedule, like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. That's what it means. And having like a really fucked up work culture essentially, which I'm not really surprised about. If anything, that just kind of, kind of proves at least there's, a major struggle with that, even in China too, just like in Japan, South Korea. And frankly, it's just I think just a really horrible thing culturally that, the Far East has in a way, because that's kind of, across the board. It ain't just in China where that's a problem. In fact, it's even worse in some places like in Japan. Like the average, I think, work week is more like 60 hours in China, while it's like 80 in Japan. So it's like, it's just a fucked up thing in general because of their hyper sense of work culture, and that's just across the board really. But because of that, there's actually been kind of a sense of an international like cooperation and solidarity idea around it. Or like, some Americans talk about, some of the elements that are more fucked about our work culture, and they talk about what's kind of fucked up about theirs. And, or just kind of like talk about it, and we, know of like, that's more fucked up than our problems. Like, huh? It's like, whoa, y'all should get that fixed. But, it's just one of those things where, there's a lot of, I think, interesting, stuff that, has kind of come from that. And, eventually I'd want to get right now too, just sort of memes of it anyway. But, I just know that I'll have to probably learn some basic Mandarin. At least some basic shit, because you have to like Google Translate everything. And hopefully, the guys on that run the app and shit, like the company that runs it, like hopefully they'll at least maybe do an update to where you can at least change English settings or something, or language settings, because that would, I think, help expand their audience too in a lot of ways, and hopefully, honestly, immensely too, to be frank. But I guess in one way there is a silver lining to that. Like it got a lot of Americans more cultured about Chinese culture. So I guess there's that. For me, I kind of was able to have that, like growing up ahead of time, because I had a world history teacher in middle school for both years where they went to China for like a long time, for like a couple years, and showed off a lot of different, like pictures, little vlogs that she made and shit like that. And every now and then, sometimes, during the spring and shit, when it got really hot, during the, warmer days, she would actually wear like, the Chinese dresses that she got from when she was visiting. So, and, like to me, I was already kind of immediately fascinated from the get-go, just because I had some teachers that literally lived there for a couple of years. Or spent like months, hanging out and doing long-term vacations and shit. So, in a way, it kind of had that, kind of bursted up early for me at least, which, a lot of Americans tend to usually get, bullshit propaganda about how it's just like, Maoist shithole and like everyone's still like working on rice fields or some shit. Which that's, I think, another thing where, like, to kind of bring Voosh back a little bit, where he just doesn't get it because he's frankly really fucking uncultured. I'm just going to be all blunt with that. Like, he reads, like, literally some basic mainstream media talking points about, like, China and shit, and pretty much does kind of think that. And thinks, like, a lot of their, modern expansions in technology and infrastructure and stuff like that is really just for show. and that's literally it. It's like, yes, there is a lot of elements, or that is for show, because they're a rising superpower. Like, yeah, on one hand, like you kind of can't blame them. Of course they're going to do that, but it's not literally just a facade. Like, there are definitely some elements or, of some shit they have that are, but like bullet trains and all, and like a lot of their advancement in like infrastructure and shit like that. I mean, that really isn't. I mean, so it's just one of those things where I find it pretty fucking amusing that, like, they just, can't modernize or something? Like, they're stuck in, like, the 80s and 90s? It's like, that don't make sense. I also just like some pretty badass music that comes from China, too. Now I was just kind of thinking about it. Because there's, like, this kind of a Hunnic folk rock band called Nine Treasures that comes out of China. And they're kind of like The Who, but not as, like, heavy. They're more folky, like, more like straight folk rock, more so than, like, folk metal, like The Who is. But, like, they're a really fucking awesome band. And they've been starting to get a lot of notoriety, too, where, like, lately they've been, like, playing at, like, big gigs, around China and, different places, in other, like France and Germany and shit. So they've been kind of making the rounds lately. Because I first discovered them when they were still, like, very obscure, and were barely getting, like, 1,000-something plus views. And I was like, oh, shit, this band rocks. Because they only had, like, a one album out at the time. But now they made, like, a few since I've last heard of them, and been making a lot of rounds lately. But despite not being so heavy, they do go hard. Also, you can't really deny that some of the, like, Chinese communist folk songs and shit that they have out there, you can't tell me that shit does not slap, because it slaps. Like, let's just be honest. They're bangers. Can't really deny that. But to be fair, like, honestly, like, lefty music from, like, the 20th century just goes fucking hard. Usually. At least in my experience, I've yet to hear, like, like a lefty song or like an anti-fascist song of some sort that does not slap in one way, shape, or form. I'm not even talking about, like, the lyricism or the themes. I'm literally just talking about the instrumentals itself. Though I will admit, a lot of those type of songs usually tend to be original instrumentals of other songs that they take from. So they just take the lyrics out and then replace it with their own. Which a lot of, political movements and shit like that always, tend to do that. Like, there's one song that, which actually, funny enough, is kind of tangential to this whole broader topic about China and shit like that. About, it's called 55 Days at Peking. It was before Beijing was renamed Beijing, but like, the song is basically a Western colonialist song predominantly, where 11 nations, like the French, Italians, Japanese, the Russians, the Americans, the Germans, a few other nations I can't think of, like 11 of them, like pretty much like the big bad bitches of colonialist powers at the time. Spain was another one that I just remembered. But like before World War I, this happened to like I think at the year literally 1900, like right on the dot, if I remember correctly. And it was the whole siege against the Boxer Revolution Rebellion and shit. But after this, after everything was all kind of said and done, when it came to the battle and all that shit, it the Boxers, or at least what was left of them, remade the song with kept the instrumentals, but made it pro Boxer instead of like Western colonialist anti Boxer kind of revolution shit. No, man, like every version of the song, because like America, Russia, Japan, like every nation kind of has their own version of the song, but but every single one kind of slaps in its own way. I think I kind of prefer the German and the Japanese one a little bit, but the Boxer one also kind of goes hard because like they kind of took from the America one, where the lyrics at one point was like, we're just like, with our rifles in our hand, they yell "chow chow" as they fell. But the Boxer lyric is basically, and with our fists in the air, we scream "chow chow" as we charge. But it's, obviously translated, or at least, kind of roughly translated to that. And I'm just like, damn, dude. Fists in the air, ready to go fight and, fuck some motherfuckers up by literally beating them to death and shit. It's like, damn, all right. Okay, just made that line fucking go hard. Like, intensely. So, either way, I do think, like, just honestly, overall, like, now that there's a lot more Americans that are starting to kind of get interested in, like, China and shit now more, just literally on the virtue of just this TikTok ban, I love that, honestly. Like, if there's anything I really do love about it, is that. I just find it weird that there are some people going shit lib with it, like, because it's so fucking stupid. It's like, goddamn, like, Bosh, weren't you like years ago doing like, silly memes about this type of shit before, like, making edgy jokes about how like, like the Maoists will come to America and then, we'll start the violent revolution and blah, blah, blah. Like, he's made jokes and stupid memes about this before, but now I guess he's more established. He has to be more refined. It's like speed running a Bill Maher run or something, dude. How do I try to be like Bill Maher, but speed run it? That was a spicy meatball. Oof, a spicy meatball. Ugh. It does not really help with my nose situation. My nose has been acting up all fucking day today. Like, since I've been, like, awake, it's like, god damn it, why is it constantly being shit? I don't like it. Sucks. I just noticed I have a notification of a comment that was replied to me at one point. What does it say? Oh, man, damn it. It won't even let me see the full fucking thing. Son of a bitch. Though it does say that DFF is having a show tomorrow, too. Oh, it's because of inauguration. I was hearing a bitch about that on, I guess when I was rewatching that from Friday. Because they were like, do we even want to do it? And all of them are like, no, but it would be good for views and money. And they all just kind of agreed because capitalism, baby. They're just like, all right, fine. We get money out of it, I guess. It's going to be miserable, but whatever. And frankly, I wouldn't watch it any other way, to be honest. I'd rather have their commentary over it more than anything else because it can help me, I don't know. It's cool, I suppose. My friend's been out. I like how he, came and being like, come on, let's hang out. And he's just out. Not happened to my dog, though, so he's in the bathroom. He put himself in there, but I'm not happy with him. I had leftover ramen I was going to reheat, and that fucking dog, like, I look away for, like, barely a minute, and he eats all of it. So I had to get more. I might as well at least resupply on some stuff like bacon bits and bullshit. That dog really annoys me. Because, like, yeah, I'll spoil you, buddy, but it's like, I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to let it happen every fucking time. It's not like he doesn't have food in the first place. There's a whole fucking thing of food in his bowl. Ugh. You know what, just so maybe he can at least, like, fuck off with it and actually have some good behavior with it. Maybe I'll make, my cream and bacon or rice tonight. So then, I can put a little dibble dabble for him, and then he can be happy with that, and then I eat the rest of it, because it's mine. Though I don't have that much rice left. And also, since when the fuck did rice get so expensive? Like, I was looking for a little small thing of rice. It's like $3. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, goddamn. I was hoping there at least be something that'd be like $1.50 or like, $2 for a thing of rice, but no. Even that shit's expensive. It's like, what the fuck? You can't even barely afford the damn rice. It's like, what the hell? Because I was using the leftovers of of my ball jump money and shit with that. I was like, God damn it, that's bullshit right there. And also, like, the store manager at that fucking place is so goddamn incompetent. Like, the sale price tags that they have at that fucking store are literally out of date. Because I grabbed the ramen that was like $3 for $1, so I could grab a bunch of those. They didn't go down to that price. I was like, what the fuck? Like, so now they just have shit that's like out of date when it comes to the goddamn fucking sales prices now. It's like, man, that store has fallen to fucking shit. Like, especially since I left, but oh my god, dude. Like, all the good, competent people at that store left, and the few that are there are so overworked and understaffed to the point they just don't give a fuck anymore. And now it's like, you got an incompetent ass, store director that doesn't know what the fuck she's doing and wouldn't even trust her to run a goddamn lemonade stand, let alone a goddamn store. It's just like, fucking Christ. It's like, how does someone fuck up a store that bad? Like, it's actually kind of unfathomable. Because I like, that has to be a record. I've like had many store directors, and honestly, even the first one, despite that guy's problems, and also being kind of a sexist pig dog, I mean, even he was better. I'd rather overhear about how some female coworker got insulted or bemeaned by him or some shit, which is still fucked, versus having to deal with someone who's blatantly so fucking incompetent. Like, because at least there was the competence of that son of a bitch, and at least he even worked his way up. Like, if I remember, how he got to store director was literally because he spent a few years in multiple different departments and eventually became like an assistant for a store. And then, that's how he became a store director after that. Like, so he'd literally been in the company for a long, long, long time. And it's just like, I mean, shit. Like, at least, maybe that's why he was a lot more laid back and chill, maybe at least with me, because he would, be like, hey, I get you sometimes take long lunches and breaks and stuff like that. But, let's try to keep it to a minimal and this and that. And also, remember, like, he was legit kind of weirdly reasonable about shit with me. And then store director after that, a little bit of a hard ass, but, actually generally meaned well. But even she got fucked and left, to be a, manager for Target instead. So, because they want to give her vacation pay, probably because she wasn't manager long enough, I guess. I don't know. Either way, she got fucked over it, and I don't think she should have. So she fucked off immediately. Like, she stood her ground from the get-go with that. So, honestly, good on her. And then the next one, she just really didn't give a fuck as long as she didn't have to hear any problems. Like, if someone came up to her about something, she'll come up to you about it. But beyond that, she didn't give a fuck as long as the job was done. So, like, she was pretty hands-off about it and trust her employees enough to get shit done, basically. And frankly, let a lot of people, get away with a lot of shit. She was, like, hands-off about that, which, I mean, frankly, I wish she probably could have been a little bit more up on us about stuff like that, just because that, it could be taken advantage of in a way to where people just, like, free grocery shopping or something. I could see where that could get a little overboard. And honestly, with this new store director, I guarantee that was probably partly why. Because they're like, why does this previous store director have such an insane amount of shrink going on here? Like, what the fuck? we know that she used to work here for, a long time, so is there like a bias here? Let's move her to another store. And then we have this random new person who's younger than me be a store director, and her first store too. So she has no attachment to anyone and has no, really much interest about that type of shit anyway, because there's no friendships, no one that she knows and shit like that. Just fresh, clean slate. And that still happens for the other store director that left, that was letting us kind of get away with a lot of shit, because it's kind of the same thing for her, but at least she has experience. So, honestly, corporate fucked up, with that type of shit. Because frankly, I mean, whatever the shrink might have been when it came to employee-based shrink, I mean, obviously it's something they account for, so they understand that it does happen occasionally. But it's like, if productivity and sales and everything are on the up and up, or at least like the top 5 in the district of for the stores or whatever, then what's the big deal? Obviously, it's like, what, you want to make that extra like $100 or some shit? It's like, give me a fucking break. It's like penny pinching kind of shit, but it's in the millions of dollars and shit versus like pennies. I mean, corporate fucking sucks. So many of them are competent beyond shit. And if this, first time store director is taking such influence and, and all that shit from them, then she's going to be fucking terrible. There's still a few OGs that are over there that I know. Now I'll kind of see every now and then. All of them was working self-checkout, where I went to check out, my stuff and shit. And I even asked, like, shit. And it's like, you're still over here? It's like, yeah. So, I've got some, a couple things lined up right now, but, it's just, kind of in time, because this is a really slow period for, hiring shit. I'm like, I literally shook, and I was like, man, you tell me, bro, because I'm literally just actively trying to do that shit, and that's still pain in the fucking ass. Just because, it's literally the slow period. Like, the very beginning and the very end of the year is always, like, the worst time of the year to fucking get this shit. It's so fucking annoying. Hopefully in time, but, Jesus Christ, like, catch a break already, and that'd be nice. Yes, fuck me. Ooh, that felt pretty good. Damn. Oh, that felt really nice. Holy shit. Ooh, nice. You know what? Just gotta remember I wanted to do this here real quick. Yeah. Be right back. Oh my goodness. One of my friends sent me a little meme, and it was actually pretty fucking funny. It was this dude who was running from the cops, pulled over on the side of the parking lot, had his door wide open, and popped the trunk and hid in there, like, kind of keeping it partially locked and shit. And then, like, a cop came by and then just drove off and left, thinking that obviously he ran somewhere. And I was like, damn, dude. That's like some 4D chess maneuver shit right there. Straight up. And I was like, I'm wondering if that actually, evidently at least works once, but I'm wondering, like, that's actually an interesting trick. At least how the video made it look like, it looked like, he got out pretty much shortly, like, seconds after the cop left. I would have stayed for at least a minute or two. Maybe not that long, but at least like a minute or two until I was overhearing those sirens being off in the distance or something. Because if not, then I'd just be like, I'm staying in here for a minute. Like, I ain't trying to risk it that much for the biscuit, but obviously, I don't know if, like, what situation, I'd be in with that fucking shit to happen. But not a bad trick at all. If you're at least far enough away from the cop, they know where you went still, and you can at least use that as an opportunity to, hide in plain sight, basically. Boom. I'm going to see if my buddy ends up being awake too at some point. Shit, breaking news from The Onion. Biden's getting slapped around by a giant cat. I'm assuming giant cat means like a tiger or a lion or something like that, but unironically, can that actually be true? I want him being punted around like a gigantic ball of yarn. Considering how much of a fucking worthless heap of James Buchanan corpse husk ass fuck that he is. You should take a trip to go see the Tiger King and, hang out with his tigers for a little bit. Have Carol Baskin fucking, put some like fish oil on his shoes and on his blazer jacket, so, I can't believe that documentary on Netflix, that was like, what, a 10-part documentary series about that motherfucker? And Carol Baskin or Baskins, whatever his name was, like, between both of them, like, Jesus Christ. That shit back in, like, what, 2017 or some shit, like, took America by storm, where everybody was talking about it. I eventually just said fuck it and watched it with me and the boys, one night when we were all crashing my place, and literally all night we meant to just watch an episode or two. We ended up watching the whole thing in one sitting. Because we were all just like, what? We were just like, whoa. And frankly, fuck both of them. Like, they both are, like, unethical, like, kind of cretinous pieces of shit. Maybe Tiger King is a little worse, but actually, a lot worse, but whatever. I mean, no one, really, unless they actually are licensed and actually have, like, specializations in, like, exotic animals or some shit, should be owning, like, reservations for them and shit. Like, straight up. Like, rehabilitation centers and shit like that, like, where they can't go back in the wild or whatever, like, stuff like that. Like, that's all PG King. But what, people just having them as, like, like their own personal zoos and shit, fuck that. That's just, no one ought to have that. There's, like, a Tony the gas station tiger, too, at one point, where that poor little thing out in Louisiana and shit, was literally just humping gas fumes all fucking day, pantsing around and shit. Like, the story about that's really fucked up. I think the tiger was nicknamed Tony the Tiger, but I don't, exactly remember. But it's, if you look up gas station tiger, the South, which I'm pretty sure is in Louisiana, where this thing is, like, I don't know if it's still a thing, and hopefully not, just on the virtue of hopefully that tiger just passed, or something, or, got sent to a proper center and shit. Either way, it's like, I hope that isn't a thing anymore. I mean, I guess, like, when it comes to certain, animals and shit, I can maybe see, maybe being a little bit loose about it. Like, let's say, I don't know, tarantulas or something. Or like, endangered species of snake or shit like that. Like, I mean, obviously there still needs to be permits and shit, but, because they're not, fucking tigers, then, I could see it not being as big of a deal. But there still needs to be a, proper regulations in place to make sure that they are at least still living ethical lives, when it comes to those animals and shit. And frankly, I mean, sometimes it goes a little too far where it's like, I looked it up. Could I own a capybara in Oregon? No, you can't. It's like, fuck you, why not? it's like, what, you don't think it gets cold in Uruguay and shit? You don't think, they have to deal with, winter temps? It's like, fuck you. You just have to have a minimum of, 4 or something, just so they, can socialize with each other. Because they're very social animals, and, one by itself, it'll be very depressed and sad. It needs other critters around it, especially other capybaras. But if I could, I'd totally own a couple of capybaras, all that shit, bro. I just need to move to a state that actually allows them, because there are some states where you can't have a capybara. So, I just gotta find out which states, those are, and then just one day go to those and have my capybara ranch. Yes, I'm stealing this from Paul, but I don't care. I'll get to that idea first, damn it. Oh, come on, bitch. It's a tiny little slut of a ladder. Fuck. Damn fucking ladder. So tiny in my man hands. I want to see if, my friend's in a deep sleep or just taking a power nap. Ugh. You say you want to hang out, and I want to know how this day at work was. He was kind of power napping, though he was still a little tired. He was like, oh shit. Yeah, that's right. We did say we're going to kind of kick you for a sec. Greetings from the future. President Trump Christ has already instated himself as our supreme overlord of all of creation. I'm currently in a POW camp. I still have internet access with my phone, so. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Well, how is it? I mean, how's the POW camp? Wait, POW, so that means you, already partook in the revolution and, you got caught? What, Tip Man? Come on, man. You could have been one of the first martyrs out there, sir. It could have been a martyr to the cause, and now you're going to slowly, die of starvation and, muscle hypoxia and whatever the fuck. Muscle apathy and whatever that, the gender of shit is or whatever, where it's like you starve enough to the point where you just, your body just literally eats itself. Ugh. Speaking of, though, there's actually going to be a little rally called the People's Inauguration Day going on the 21st, so on Tuesday. There's a little QR code and everything. I'm just like, oh shit. Because I went to a rally Saturday with Stefan because I did a all-nighter, where I was like, yeah, fuck it. Did a little morning stream, just for the memes. And then Rip came in and mentioned about that, about a little rally going on about like, you know, like against Trump and women's rights, you know, a few other things too, like, you know, when it comes, and there was a few speakers about like things like healthcare and you know, Palestine and shit like that. So it's kind of like, you know, about multiple things. I streamed a little bit of it, and at least like a little bit of the end of it, and got that little sign. That's where that came from. And I also brought this flag too for the fuck of it. And funny enough, a lot of people were asking questions about it. And I was like, I can't explain that this is a video game reference thing. So I'm just going to talk about the syndicalist aspect of that because of that. I was like, you know, it's, you know, I was basically explaining, it's kind of like, you know, like a take on like like a syndicalist lefty kind of style flag, you know, as an American style one, you know, stuff, you know, just because to keep it, you know, minimal. There was actually one person that's like, is that from like a video game or something? And I was like, yeah, you know about Hearts of Iron 4? And it's like, oh yeah, I played that before. I'm like, yeah, there's like a mod for it, you know, and TLDR, it's basically an alt universe where like America was a syndicalist, you know, nation because, you know, reasons. I just had to kind of keep it brief, you know, and they're like, oh, okay. You know, a lot of them were like, oh, cool. Because at first glance, it looks like a weird American flag, so everyone's like, huh? I didn't, you know, notice that there were a few looks, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. Because I wanted to bring the other one, like the one that's underneath, but I was like, do I want to, like, hold on to a big pole like that, you know? It's like, I thought about it, I was like, nah, I'll bring that for the hell of it. I could have brought my IWW flag, but then I have to, like, get it out of my gun safe, because that's where I have that. I have it in there, so kind of, you know, for the hell of it. But it's just like, aye. Oh man, it was actually kind of fun talking about it, because everyone kind of was like, oh, what does it mean? I'm just like, oh, well, let me tell you about, like, you know, labor left syndicalist stuff. But briefly, because I'm also kind of tired, and I'm like, you know, surviving off of coffee. Also, YouTube censor that was supposed to be a second part of my message, not including the one, but a moment's passed. So now, fuck you, YouTube, you buzz killing cunts, you buzz killing cunts. Well, you know, YouTube likes to be a little nanny. It's like that authoritarian nanny, you know, like that, you know, just will not let you, you know, have the slightest little fucking sense of freedom and shit. It demands direct, pure obedience and stuff. Like, you know, that's YouTube in a nutshell. You can't have nice things with YouTube. I suppose, like, you know, I could slightly get away because I've been having my channel for so long, but even then, that doesn't mean I'm, you know, in the clear, because, like, Paul's original channel ideology got fucked, you know, despite literally having that since, like, 2007 or some shit. Or like 2006. Damn near almost 20 years that channel's around. And also upsets me because there were so many fucking banging streams, you know, that he did that I had saved and archived, because I have my favorite ideologies that I have archived. I think it's a public playlist of mine, and it's like now like 90% of them are gone. It's like, fuck. It's like, goddamn you, YouTube. Pieces of shit. Not to mention his old G videos. It's gonna do a bit on Trump having Thanos powers. Dude, that is, man. I was kind of, you know, in the first 30 minutes talking about, like, you know, this whole TikTok thing and a few other things, because, you know, like, because, dude, a lot of these shit libs and Democrats just, you know, are, one, coping so fucking hard right now, and two, like, I've just fucked the pooch so goddamn hard, like, in this past fucking week, between the ceasefire thing, and because supposedly Trump was, you know, like, behind the scenes with that one. I'm pretty sure that's just straight confirmed now. So he literally did a Reagan, you know, basically, you know, like, you know, the Iran-Contra deals and shit. Like, I mean, he basically just literally did that, but to Biden. It's like, what the fuck? So he played a role in that, took credit for it, And then there's this TikTok ban thing where he certainly actually played a role in saving that in a weird fucked way. And, and now it's not banned. You can't download it on the App Store anymore still. So, I mean, hey, if you uninstalled it, during that ban because you thought, fuck it, well, sucks to be you, I guess. At least in the meantime, because eventually it will probably be available on the App Stores again. I'm just assuming like Google and Apple and all this, I'm pretty sure they just haven't updated it for it yet. Because it was like a little 36-hour fucking dumbass fiasco where it was just all for fucking show. And really just to make the Dems look bad because they are. Because they could have at least took advantage of that themselves. I mean, so it's just so fucking ridiculous. Trump, you should have gone with Bernie. Should have gone with Bernie. I mean, for real, dude. Time and time again, Bernie has proven to be obviously the right choice for everything. You know what? He might still be a little libby. Maybe he wouldn't obviously be the best, but god damn it. If the scenario was in 2016 we got him, one, he'd obviously win 2 terms. And we will be coming out of that. It would be like a Democratic super fucking majority that to the point where the Republicans are pretty much fucked. I mean, because a lot of this culture war bullshit, if that were to, still be a thing at that time, which, granted it probably would be, but mostly because socialism, communism, because commie Bernie, whatever, crazy Bernie. I mean, it's one of those things where it's I think it would just be in a different sphere, when it comes to that shit, but it wouldn't really work anymore because most people who actually, especially young people, that, recognize, the good of that, they would be like, yeah, crazy good, whatever. So, they're not going to care. I mean, it's just it almost would just literally be stereotypical talking points about Democrats, when they were trying to shift themselves away from the hippies and shit, post Carter, post the hippie movement, civil rights era. It'd basically be like that, essentially, during the Reagan era and stuff. Only, the Dems would actually have fucking power and actually know what the fuck to do with it. Because Bernie would actually be, decent in leadership and be able to, shift the tide, enough to where even some of these old guard fucks, even if a lot of them are still around, let's say, Pelosi might still be around and a few of these other old fucks. I mean, the bar would shift enough to where, it would reform the party. And we wouldn't have to worry about maybe doing a third-party bullshit, though I'd still be in favor of that. But, at that point, there can maybe be an argument about using third parties as a form of a coalition. Break up the two-party system by, forming third parties and more for them doing coalitions, with them, like the Green Party's already thing. So, if Bernie was leading the party basically at that point, I mean, it wouldn't behoove him to maybe, work in a coalition, with the Green Party and help boost them up a little bit. Because the reason why he ran as a Democrat was because, that was really the only way he was going to, get any recognition. He knew that. I recognize, a lot of why he went a little lib with things. Some of it disappointing, but a lot of it is absolutely understandable, and I don't judge him for that. Running as a Democrat and kind of caucusing with them and, shit. It's understandable. I mean, because the only way that he's going to be able to get any funding or any recognition or anything, just on the virtue, of his ideas and stuff, even if he has to hold some of those cards more close to his chest, I mean, that's really the only way it was going to be able to get done because we're in a, duopoly system. There is, it's just been proven too many times that, these days, third parties don't make it beyond a county, committee position or something, or maybe a mayor or, a city council in some small town in in a kind of more blue leaning or right leaning county or something, outside of little things like that. I mean, they just ain't going anywhere. Sad truth about it. I mean, recognizing that fact that, doesn't mean that just give up on it, but it means that how do we, expand on that? And, multi-ranked choice voting is one way. Open primary systems are another, because states that have open primaries, third parties tend to have a little bit more success, in comparison to closed primary states. And it makes sense, because in closed primary states, you're stuck voting for the party that you're registered as. And you're kind of shit out of luck during the primaries, if you want to vote for someone else. And if you wrote it in, some states, mine would, but some other states wouldn't count it. I mean, my state would technically, but it would be a separate vote in comparison to the official votes, kind of thing. So it's basically a way to nullify it, essentially. So you're a little shit out of luck in closed primary states. But in open primary states, at least in the local, side of things, like local county stuff, city council, shit like that, countywide, et cetera, like there's at least a little bit more success in those open primary states, because it's more based on like ideas about what the people are advocating for, more so than just, oh, well, you're stuck with this party kind of thing. You have to vote based off the party, not, by the actual ideas they represent. And frankly, just across the board, if, elections were nonpartisan from the fucking get-go, and parties have fuck all to do with it, that would be another thing that would, I think, help bolster a lot of, third-party expansion too. Like, I mean, our system is literally ran by the party system. Like, I mean, like, there's obviously on local levels it's nonpartisan. Just make that across the board. If they represent one party or another, then all right, well, so fucking be it. Who cares? I guess, outside of like more specifically about narrowing down what their ideas might represent. But, like, especially in closed primary states, there's a lot more of a calculation towards it that just does not need to be there. Bernie should play the anti-Semite card. How are we going to pay for it, Bernie? It is a shame after all these years a proud Jewish man such as myself is still facing discrimination for what is supposed to be a fair and balanced news sources. A lot of people will call him woke Bernie, but he should have. That's another thing about where I kind of get a little annoyed with his lib side, because he's not like full-on Zionist, but he kind of was like playing softball about the whole genocide for a while. For at least a month or two. And it's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Now, grant this, it's not like he denounced, Palestinian activists and shit, but it's still kind of a spit in the face a little bit, And frankly, you could have used it there in a good way, being like, it's kind of anti-Semitic to think all Jewish people support this, because I don't. And so, you could have thrown there, and that actually would make sense and be accurate. It's like, come on, Bernie. What's actually funny? I'm kind of keeping this dollar because look what's on it. Look who's next to Georgie. It says hashtag feel the burn. And on the back of it, there's another one, but also I guess someone later down the line said hashtag Trump won, and then someone crossed it out. What's the other one say? Hashtag Biden cheat. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, this has to have been from back in 2020 when this was written. Because, or 2021 or something. I mean, this dollar's seen some shit. It went for like a progressive person, and then it went for a fucking, Trump guy or something at one point. And now it's in my hands, and I kind of want to keep it because this is a very political. This is a very duality of politics, dude. You can't tell me this actually has some crazy meaning, honestly, to me. Maybe I'm just a little stoned, but I don't give a fuck because, like, obviously, you have just the old good classic American capitalism, the good old $1 bill, the traditional symbology of like, money walks, bullshit talks, or, kind of like bullshit. Yeah, it's like. Money talks and bullshit walks. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, I'm pulling a Biden. Anyway, but it's like, you got this motherfucker writing Trump won and Biden cheated on here, and you got the feel the burn stickers. What came first, with that, I think. But also, it's like, this run for like, people who are obviously politically, charged in one way or another because of the Bernie stamps on them, and then someone with a Sharpie wrote the Trump one and Biden cheated thing. So it's like, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, what the fuck? I know there's a website called Where's George, where you could literally, if you look up a specific serial number for these $1 bills, you can actually find out through transactions throughout its 10-year of being, out on the market, basically. You can kind of find out where they've been. And, from there, you can, like literally track where this bill, started, and where obviously it is now. Because I know the final transaction would be me getting it. Because that'd be interesting. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're in my pockets. I mean, you aren't wrong about Biden. Well, he cheated the American people of actually being like, a president that's worth a fuck. I mean, that's really what, he cheated us on. He cheated us on, like, when it came to, basic rights when it comes to women, basic rights when it comes to workers and shit. Because, never forget the fact that he fucked over the railroad workers and conductors. It's like fucked up, when it came to Gaza and shit. It's like, and he cheated in 2020 primaries. Well, yeah, that's where he actually cheated because, he got Obama on the phone to fucking phone up everybody when it came to, like, Bloody Monday against Bernie. And basically left it between Elizabeth Warren and him to just like split up the progressive vote and make it so he lost. Which, one, fuck Biden and Obama for that, and two, fuck Warren too. Granted, she has done more technically legislation-wise, being with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and shit like that. But I mean, sometimes certain stabs in the back just can't be forgiven. I mean, actually, funny enough, back when I was in Minneapolis with Rip City, him and I genuinely kind of debated this a little bit because, I mean, a part of me is like, she's too much of a snake in the grass. I mean, she, like, there's some things I think, might just not be forgiven. But he kind of came from a utilitarian perspective, being like, between Trump and her, who would you vote for? I mean, ultimately, like, let's say hypothetically she made Bernie VP. Let's say that scenario. And I would say, you know what, fine. I would be okay with that if she at least gave an olive branch to Bernie with something like that, if somehow she were able to win the primary. But, I mean, ultimately, it's just like, it was one of those things where, I mean, I would be there with major criticism, and I would be one of the loudest mouths critiquing her every fucking step of the way. Call me a cynic about it, but, you need voices like that, especially for people like that who tend to be little weasels and snakes in the grass. If it had been Warren versus Trump this past election, I might have made a lesser two evils choice. Arguably, I probably would have too, to an extent. I mean, honestly, if she decided, frankly, I actually would say she's got, some ovaries of steel, and shit, and fucking be like, God damn, all right, she's challenging Biden, like, going against the establishment, norm with this and saying, you know what, you're failing to properly represent the American people right now. Because I'm hearing their voices, I'm seeing these protests, I'm seeing what people are talking about on social media and stuff. I think they need these, things represented properly by someone who's, sorry to say, but more competent, who actually understands people instead of being out of touch. She could have gone from like a Libby respectful way or whatever the fuck. But frankly, I'd be like, God damn, oh shit. Like, I actually would probably start gaining some, that would be like, to me, arguably a redemption arc for her. Like, I would actually be like, okay, oh, fuck. Obviously there's some sort of utilitarian calculus to her, because she's very much so like that. She's a very calculative person. And, like, so she would understand that. But if she decided to make that calculus and say, you know what, the result of this actually could work, I actually would probably unironically say there might be a redemption arc. I'll just see if maybe, arguably, I think it would make it better if she's, collaborated with, Bernie or someone else and shit, or at least a few other people, just so they can at least, get at least, like some sort of an extra boost, to show that there's still like a sense of solidarity with these things. Like a bygones be bygones kind of thing. Just for the simple fact she doesn't have a history of putting nonviolent drug offenders in prison, sniffing little girls' hair, and saying their daughter wasn't her daughter, she dated her. Yeah, there's that too. And frankly, she does have some problems, at least politically in the past. But arguably when it comes to broader liberal establishment style progressives, I mean, she really isn't the worst. A lot of it is just because of a lot of the decisions she made during her campaigns. Also endorsing Hillary back in 2015 instead of Bernie when she could have shown an open gesture. Like, for some reason, there is something about her that she just does not like Bernie at all. There's something where Bernie just rubs her the wrong way, and she does not like him. Like, that's just a fucking fact, honestly. I think, so much of her record with Bernie, especially during his primaries or, his election runs, have shown that she does not like him at all. Why? I don't fucking know, but it's really weird. That's like the one thing where she's not willing to be calculative with. I mean, that's why, I would think a redemption arc for challenging Biden would be interesting, and I would give a redemption arc too, but there's always going to be that in my mind where I'm like, the one guy to where you could even have been a VP choice for this dude, but yet you snubbed him and fucked him in every way when he was running for president, and you even ran against him in the primaries. And then you also, after a debate, you went up to him and, started smearing and snubbing him right to his fucking face. And it was caught on mic to an extent too. It's like, who the fuck are you? Why do you not like this guy so much? What the fuck did he do to you? Doesn't like Bernie specifically? Well, honestly, if you go look back on some of these, highlights I'm talking about. There is something about Bernie that she just doesn't like him. I mean, just from my observation from the past, from what I've remembered, especially between, the primary as well, back in 2020, there was definitely some strange animosity about it, because she just wouldn't coalesce, with him, wouldn't do at least, wouldn't endorse him back in 2015 and the 2016 elections during that primary season. And also, thought he was a sexist and shit, claimed that, his supporters, are sexist and does that says something about him. I don't know if she's anti-Semitic. I just think that, I don't know. I mean, maybe, and maybe there's some weird deep-seated thing in her that she's never been open about, where that might be it, but I doubt it. There's a 5% chance that's a possibility. I think it's more about maybe she my assumption is I think she thinks he's misogynistic, and his supporters and a lot of the people he's gathered as supporters and shit are sexist, and stuff like that. So I don't know. I mean, maybe that because back in his college days, he did write some interesting kind of sex fetish stories and stuff like that, which whatever, horny college kid. Oh wow, a horny 20-something-year-old man in college. Wow, I've never heard that before. He just happened to be a little artistically inclined and just write stories about it and shit. Big fucking whoop. It's not like they actually are based on real events or he actively wants to do it or some shit. It's just fucking weird. Secret Lovers Quarrel. Nah, I feel like Bernie would be loyal to his wife. I don't know. Nah, Bernie doesn't strike me as the type. Either that or her advisors just gave her really bad info. I think I don't remember, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was Hillary advisors and shit that Warren hired and shit, for a campaign. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if that actually was the case, because a lot of her criticisms towards Bernie were kind of similar to Hillary's. So honestly, I think a lot of it's just because she's got too much of one foot in the establishment door versus the progressive, door. You know what I mean? I think that's just what it is. She's more establishment than progressive. But at least a few things that, that were done are progressive, like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and shit. That doesn't really negate the fact that she's, definitely, like I said, a fucking weasel. But I don't know. I will say, at least when it comes to Bernie specifically, like, not lately, but at least, in the past, she's obviously had a really, fucking, strange, like, animosity about it to me. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Maybe at the end of the day, it's just all politics. But, I mean, especially, like, what really kind of made me start thinking about it, honestly, was that time where she, after I think it was like the second primary debate, amongst the Dems, where she really walked up to Bernie and like was like pointing at him and like fucking sneering him and like condescending and lecturing him about some shit. And Bernie was like, "Okay, look, we can talk about it later, whatever," and just kind of eventually walked off. But a lot of that was caught on mic, so it's like, and was literally recorded. Like one of the camera guys was like, "Wait, what the fuck's going on here? We'll zoom in on this," and the mics weren't completely cut yet. So, I mean, there's, like I said, like when, especially with that, I was like, she's straight up got a fucking problem with him, does he? Like, there's something about this guy where she just does not like him. And maybe it's just one of those things like we agree on enough stuff to where we'll work together, but at the end of the day, I still don't like you. And because, we're being competitive with each other, fuck you especially kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe at the end of the day, it's just like politics bullshit. Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but it just, I don't know. Kind of makes you at least think about it a little. But if they had a thing before Bernie met his wife, I need to check when his wife met. Yeah, I don't know when Bernie got married, to her. I honestly forgot her name. But yeah, so his wife Jane. Oh yeah, Jane. I knew it was a J name. Met in 1981, married in 1988. So man, maybe he and Warren had a thing before then. Like when I stand that Bernie couldn't recall because he was drunk at the time. Well, what was Bernie's position in politics at that time? I think he was the mayor of Burlington, wasn't he? So was he because he rose himself up to senator. So we have to kind of like correlate this. When was Warren in politics at that time? And so he's a mayor of Burlington. So where was Warren in politics at the time? Because she's from Massachusetts, so she's also a New Englander. She's a New Englander too. So, oh my God, are we really doing like, dude? We're doing a conspiracy, bro. Oh my God, dude, we should like, tap this into like conservatives and shit and make them think about this, dude. I want to see what their little TikToks and their fucking Twitter videos and shit. I want to see what the fuck they're gonna get into with this shit, bro. Oh my God. Oh shit, dude. What if we just psyop a conspiracy, bro? I'm not even lying. What to do? Should we do it? We're doing it. We're psyoping a conspiracy now. We're doing it. Because I'm actually serious. It's fun to think about. Because you know what? We should at least all have at least like a conspiracy or two that we can, believe in shit. As long as it's harmless, who gives a fuck? I mean, some of them are just fucking true too, to an extent. Sorry, I'm just trying to bounce my phone real quick. Hold on. Just gonna adjust things. No, that's no man. And then that. Okay, there we go. We're a little angled, but who gives a shit? It works. Okay, so Jane met them in 81. Yeah. At this point, it's just about when when Warren got into politics. I know she was in politics for a while. She was actually a teacher before she got into politics too. She was teaching at universities between the 70s and 90s, which, I mean, it's not unheard of for mayors to visit colleges. Yeah. But where was she teaching at, so at multiple universities. So we have to at least correlate 81 to 88. So during the Reagan era, basically. So where was she teaching at a university at the time? If it's anywhere near Vermont, or maybe even in Birmingham or Burlington, Vermont. What the fuck was that? Birmingham? Did I just combine Birmingham and Burlington in one word? Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Was that even a Bidenism? What was that? Jesus Christ. My brain's too fixated on trying to figure this shit out. Now it's all going mumble jumble. Because because we also have to think about like what Bernie was doing at that time too. Obviously, he was mayor, so most likely than not, he's just going to be in, Burlington and just be there. So, is there times where he went out of state to do other shit? She taught at Texas and Michigan. So nowhere near. Okay, so this conspiracy is starting to fall apart now, dude. God damn it! Oh shit, it's starting to fall apart. Unless Bernie had any reason to go to Texas or Michigan, there's like no way that this is gonna work. God fucking damn it. That basically means that Bernie must have been cheating, and I don't know, man. Bernie just does not seem the type. He seems like, a genuine, like, good, warmful, like, loyal soul when it comes to, like, his relationships and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If anything, I feel like he gives too much of a benefit of doubt for people occasionally. I don't want to talk shit, but I feel like Jane would be more likely to cheat than Bernie. But that's just because I don't know much about her. So... I mean, I kind of feel like Bernie's like a little too sweet. He's like too much of a sweet old grandpa. You get mad, but he's too much of a sweet old grampy. Frankly, I wish Bernie would get more mad and stern shit. I want like, I'm about to take out the belt, you fuck. I want him to be like, I'm getting the belt. I'm going to get the belt and I'm going to whip you senseless, you son of a bitch. I want like the assertive authoritarian Bernie. You know what I mean? It's like, goddamn, that's the Bernie I want to kind of see more often. He rarely ever gets there, and tries to hold back too much. It's like, no, don't do that. Just go all out. People love you when you're the angry grandpa, because we need an angry grandpa. We don't need in hospice care like a husk of a skeleton that's been around since like 1485 or some shit, like before the discovery of America. Like, we don't need an old husk of a mummy fucking running shit. We don't need an orange bloated version of that too that's going through like rigor mortis slowly before our eyes. Like, oh god, Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, why is our shit a clown show? That's why, like, unironically, I feel like Musk is, like, kind of shadow government this shit. You know what's funny? Like, Vivek ain't even part of, like, the duality of Doge anymore. The duality of Doge is no more. Like, last second, Trump and Elon got together, like, nah, fuck this guy. Just kicked him out. He's like, nah, he's out. It's like, damn. Poor Vivek. Fuck him, but poor Vivek a little bit. It's like, he literally got, like, this side position, that was barely like the actual head of the position, below Musk, just so he could be like the cute little like, oh yeah, I'm the token guy for a minute. Barely lasts before the inauguration, like the eve of the inauguration, and they're both like, nah, fuck you, you're out. Like, you don't care. You don't matter. You're worthless. Like, get out of here. You played a role for a minute. Now it's us. The two rich oligarchical white boys that are looking at our token Indian and being like, nah, we don't need you no more. It's like, damn. If it wasn't for Vivek being a piece of shit, I actually would kind of feel bad for him. But I just have Schadenfreude over it because it's hilarious. At least it means that he falls into obscurity, because that guy was also kind of a fucking nut. It's like sticking your face in a septic tank. I wonder why you got your face covered in shit. Basically. But that's why I have Schadenfreude to it. Because, I mean, I can't really feel bad for him. I just find it funny. Because he's not going to, like, change politically at all. He ain't going to do that. He's going to still be who he is. So who gives a fuck? Fuck him. It's like, people like Herman Cain, or, the fucking, or just like any of these other fucks, or like Candace Owens and shit, it's like, or Dave Rubin, or Caitlyn Jenner, like all these, token people and shit that, think, oh, well, if I go far right enough, they'll like me too, huh? It's like, no, they won't. They still talk mass shit behind your back. They still hate you. They just like that you help push the cause, but at the end of the day, that just means you're in the back of the line when they really want to fuck you over. See my Discord thing? Yes, I did. I did indeed, and it was pretty funny. Hey, quit burning, bitch. 1,000 IQ move, bro. The thing is, I feel like he got out too early. Maybe the video made it look like he got out too early, but I think he got out too early because, I mean, I would have waited at least like 30 to 45 seconds for the cop to leave. But, you know, obviously, if you wait too long, backup's going to show up so they can call in a tow for the car. So obviously, you have to time it right. You know, so I say less than 60 seconds, but you have to wait for that, you know, cop car to be at least down the block a little bit and then just kind of casually drive the opposite direction and then just like kind of sit in the neighborhood for a minute, you know, slowly but surely find your way back home, taking like every side road possible and then just go home and hide it in a garage or some shit. You know what I mean? It's like, damn. Because, I mean, that 1,000 IQ move only works so well if you can at least get all the way back home safely. But if you get out too early, then that cop's gonna be like, wait, what the fuck? Oh, he's over there. You just do a 180. But if you wait, you know, too long, then there's gonna be one just sitting there and you're not gonna realize it because they probably have their lights on, but they don't got sirens going because they're ready to call the tow in and see if there's any other stuff that might have been left by you and shit. Like, so you gotta time it. Because especially if you already got a chase going on, like, I mean, you know, at that point, like, you know, eventually, like, especially if the other one's leaving, there's already probably backup to have as support for the chasing in itself. So when that guy calls it in on what parking lot is chilling, you only got a certain amount of time to just kind of casually, you know, head out and do your thing. So, you know, not that I condone it. I'm just saying, you know, as an observer and, you know, doing like an MMA commentary of it, you know, that's what I'm saying. You know, maybe it only works if you can completely get away and you're not caught later down the line. Plus, you need to go to buy a shop and repaint it and stuff. Put new plates on it and shit. They'd be good as new. Cop probably drove by, and you know the old cartoons of the character realize they've been tricked. It's either a sucker or a donkey that appears over their face. Yeah, pretty much. But, hey, who said cops are smart? Why do you think, you know, like, they actually even have IQ requirements to make sure you're too smart? Because if you are, they ain't hiring you. They don't want people who are too smart, you know, to kind of be critically thinking about certain shit. They want, you know, thumb heads. Where unless they're a motorcycle cop, they have Oakleys. See the doggo in Discord? Oh, I don't think I did yet. I saw the cop thing, but not that. To be fair, after that rally that I went to on Saturday morning, after I came home and ate a little bit of food, I just passed right the fuck out and just been out for the most part. Just kind of re-listening to Onion Nuggets from Friday. That's also why I have that now. I don't know if you're there for that, but I did stream it for a little bit. I need to get it public, though. Because there's also another one on Tuesday, too. Bloop. Got this. It's at 5, which, where is it? The Battleship Oregon Memorial. I think I know where that is, but that has to be near the waterfront, I think. Oh, no, that is on the waterfront. I know where it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know exactly where that is. Well, kill. Gonna bring my speaker and blast some fucking tunes and shit for that. Someone needs to leak these IQ tests so smart people who want to be in law enforcement can fib on the test. Honestly, I mean, I don't know what type of test it is, though, to be honest. Maybe it's like, you know, a vocal like interview test where, you know, the guy is actually like, you know, sitting down with you asking the questions, or if it's like a written thing. I mean, I don't fucking know. You know, one of my old friends I haven't seen in a fat minute, Marto, like, he used to work for the Portland Police Bureau. Maybe I can ask him, like, what was the hiring requirements? Like, did you have to take like a test or an interview and shit like that? Kind of curious. But I haven't seen him in a long time. I see his sister occasionally, So maybe I'll ask her and be like, hey, you heard from your brother lately? If he do you have his number maybe? Because I've been wanting to hit him up, see what he's doing. Last time I heard he was in Oregon City, so I guess I can ask, some people around over there. But I don't know. My fucking nose, bro. There's not enough there to like try to blow it out, but there's just like the tiniest little bit right here that's driving me nuts. Let's get rid of it. Get out. Oh, that did help. That's much better. All right, you have two people, a black guy and a white guy. You have a bad crack on you. Which are you playing after you beat him? Neither, because it would be illegal. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't think this job is for you. Yeah, I don't think you need to do that. You got to plan on the black guy first, obviously, and then make sure the white guy gets let off with a warning, no matter what he did. Unless it's heinous enough to where maybe you drag him in a little bit. But we'll treat him way more respectfully in comparison. I'll admit, there's literally only one cop, and he was a correctional officer, that was actually kind of legit, when I was like arrested at a protest and shit. It was like, because I was just kind of explaining why I was, there in the first place, because he asked about it. And I was, like I just kind of explained it, because obviously about like police reform and when it comes to like, a lot of the different biases within it and also shit, not wanting to literally abolish it, but at least, abolish it the way it is being, performed now kind of thing. And he was like straight up like, oh yeah, honestly, some of the things I've seen some of my other, COs that I work with, like some of the shit they do, it's like, I think they go way too far and are a little fucked up, about certain shit, because I know there's some fucked up people here, but that doesn't mean you still don't at least treat them like basic human beings as long as they don't act out. And I'm like, well, yeah. I was like, yeah, that's kind of the point. Sadly, it was also literally just right before he had to do the, like, all right, you got to strip down and then do like the cheek spread and a little cough, to make sure that you're not got nothing inside of you. So I don't have to do a cavity search and blah, blah, blah. So I don't want to, but because I'm having a good conversation with you. So now I'm about to make it awkward. I'm just like, I was like, fuck, all right. Won't be the first time I've had to done this, in a way where it's not good, but fuck it. What if disqualifier is just college? I don't think so, honestly. Just because, like, I know my, old coworker Armando, like he, like he went to college for a little bit, mostly for engineering and shit, which he got after it, and then he also did during the military, when during the service and shit. So I think, it probably ain't that. It's probably just like, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely a lot of other factors that kind of go into it, but I don't think it'd be that. I guess it depends on what you went to college for, I guess. If it's more like a trade or something, maybe it's like, whatever. But if it's like more technical, like political science or like, psychology or whatever the fuck, then maybe not so much. So I don't know. I would think it just kind of depends. Yeah, but what's your major, Law? Oh, well, we'll get back to you soon. Have a nice day. Then never get back to him. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe, depending on the elaboration, because, there's also like people who, have majored in law and stuff like that, but are also conservative as fuck. So I think, there's probably qualifiers when it comes to that question. But, like understanding the law and know how cops can, skirt around it. Like, they might like people like that. But ones who actually genuinely want to uphold it and stuff, that might be a little different. So, I think there might be qualifiers for that one. At least in the immediate interview for something like that. But I don't think as long as there's like, a sense of like, broader brotherhood, I think that's kind of what it is. But it's a qualifier to try to like kind of, figure that out more so than, birds of a feather flock together kind of thing, more so than just like, how.
Jesus fucking Christ! What? You're annoying.
Who is it? What the fuck?
Yes, I did, but fuck, not as soon as I wake up. Give it time.
Damn, what the fuck happened?
Okay, bye.
Who was that?
Fuck, it's my mom.
Damn. Well, that's an entrance. From TJ Twitter. Trump declassified the JFK files and turns out to be the wickedest bullshit ever, like he was assassinated by the Swiss Mafia or some shit. Oh my god, that would be insane, dude. Oh yeah, Trump did talk about that. Did he talk about that in his first term? That's like a repeat of some shit he did. Like, he better fucking do that. Quit fucking around. Like, what do you got to lose now? Like, you're in his second term. Legally, you can't do another term unless you did some crazy shit. But, I mean, might as well do the crazy shit now that ain't, like, trying to be God Emperor. Just do some crazy shit where, like, it redeems your first term or something. Where even someone like me would be like, damn, bro. Might have fucked up the economy still, but you know what? All this other shit, though. I mean, I don't know, man. Because what a president doesn't really try to fuck up the economy one way or the other. I guess maybe, like, Actually, I can't really think of one outside of maybe LBJ and Nixon-ish. FDR for sure. We're going too far back in history for the me fucking shit. So, I mean, yeah, it's... I guess maybe arguably not Biden, but Obama. Or I guess maybe. But even then... just kind of literally bailed out like the economy and then just fucking like, greed just run rampant. So
what's up, man?
what's up, my dude?
No, it seemed like an asshole. But goddamn, I'm tired of my phone going off every fucking 20 minutes.
No, you're fine. Obviously, I know it's not at me. But don't think Switzerland's ever had a mafia. The closest I can had some beef with the Serbian mafia.
Going back.
Not going back. Oh yeah, that was from the rally. I had it all-nighter from like Friday night to Saturday morning. No. And did a little stream at, the little rally that was going on. And, it was basically
There's always all kinds of protests in Portland.
There's actually going to be one on Tuesday at 5.
I figured as much as you're going.
Hey, might as well check it out.
I'll go with. Fuck it.
No, wait. Switzerland does have mob activity, but it's Italians. Of course Italians will be, hiding offshore money and shit over to Switzerland. Switzerland's known for hiding a bunch of fucking criminal money over there. Former government's kind of cool with their direct democracy council shit and stuff like that, but they like harboring a lot of fucking money and bullshit over there. So
it feels weird waking up at this time. I mean, I took a nap as soon as I got back.
That's pretty much how I felt.
It's literally like right after I came back, woke you up. I took a nap.
Yeah. I kind of figured as much. That's why I just kind of let you chill. Then I got fucking butthurt my dog because he ate my leftovers, my fucking ramen. So I had to go get some more. All that shit.
Really? He keeps on doing that shit?
I know. It's like, bruh, that's why he's not in here. He's in the bathroom.
Oh, that's why you locked him up.
Well, he went in there on his own. He eventually will probably just close the door on himself anyway. So it's whatever. But I was
wondering why Zukov was barking.
He also had like a little bowl of food. It's like, bruh. ate that up too. So he just went on a feast mode and just went scavenging everywhere. And apparently went into shit in here too, because there was like stuff on the ground. I was like, what the fuck? It's like this old man's a fucking dog. Like, goddamn. Shitbag.
I've been drunk all day. I went to my thing drunk. I was only there for a few hours because they will not. I have to get a new ID. I have to get a new ID first before I can actually
Officially.
I have to get one by Wednesday.
I'm assuming this coming Wednesday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to come up with $45 to go get a new ID.
Shit.
They wouldn't take my old one. So I have to go over to Logan's tomorrow. Go grab my backpack. And then maybe do something for Logan to fucking pay me $45 to get one.
I'm thinking, I'm trying to think about that one because I probably ask Tyler. I won't say it's a for sure thing, but considering it's obviously, kind of a necessity to ensure that you have your job still. That's, one of those things where you might be able to understand a little bit, but I just text him / call him about some shit like that. And
I'll let you call him.
Well, yeah, I could talk to him too about it. What are you doing?
I nigger whipped it.
So?
Want some?
Yeah, that's why I was wondering why you were doing that. Because he'll still at least take a temp ID, though, just as long as it's at least...
At least it's the paper one that is valid.
Yeah, because then at that point, then all you have to do is just wait for the real one at that rate.
You want to see what happened to my knee?
Yeah, you even got a little residue on that leg. Ooh, damn.
That was yesterday. I think I fucking tripped.
Some. Damn. I was meaning to try to go to that. That's why I also passed out when I did. But I don't know if you popped in to try to wake me up or anything before you left. But I was just
I did. I popped in this morning, actually.
Well,
around 10. Woke your ass up.
No, I know. I don't mean that. I mean Saturday.
Saturday, no, I didn't come in.
Oh, you should have, because I probably would have woken up as long as I got coffee or something.
I was out and about, dude.
Well, I know you probably were. I know I came back home and you were still here. I wasn't here, before I went passed out.
Oh, dude, I fucking. Dude, I.
You know what? Yeah, I probably would have been too fucked out, on that one. Now that I think.
Dude, I was fucked up today. Dude, I'm telling you, I was drunk all day.
Well, at least they didn't notice.
I rode my bike.
Well, let's try to not do that too often when it comes to, jibber jab.
Yeah, I rode my bike drunk as hell today. I was drunk all day long.
Well, it's at least, for tomorrow or, even Tuesday, before then, get someone to see what shit doing.
I gotta get a bunch of shit done.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to miss my opportunity of having work.
Yeah, no shit.
You still have that application you still have to fill out?
Yeah. Actually, I forgot about it until I realized it's like, oh shit, it's in my pocket.
Fuck, I'm tired. I don't know why. I don't know why I got on because he came in and woke me up.
Yeah, I thought you were in deep sleep because right when I was about to kind of be like, oh, I'm going to go to sleep, you turned your head and you're like, oh shit. Kind of surprised me. I was like, oh, he is actually awake a little bit.
I was like, gonna leave you hanging. I wanted to hang out anyways.
Right. Well, you were the one that kind of mentioned it to me a little bit. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, I know. As soon as I got back, yeah. I fucking did, and I woke your ass up, and then I went to
Yeah,
sleep.
because I also kind of like after Saturday's fiasco, woke up kind of in the middle of the night a little bit, went back to bed at like 4, and then kind of like was off and on, and kind of just napping, sleeping a little bit up until that point.
Still fucking drunk right now, dude.
Here, I'm gonna take a piss real quick. Be right back. Yeah, I guess I'll check on the doggos. He's been isolated.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be a dick, but I just woke up.
Little jerk.
What's up, dickhead? Fucking dog.
I know. Dog is a little pain in the ass sometimes.
Zukov,
Zuzu.
come here. Up, up. Up, up. Hey, boy. I heard you were a bad boy. You ate daddy's fucking food. That's not good. Yeah, you know what you did wrong. All right, get down. Down.
Asshole.
All right, go lay down. There.
Little turd.
Apologize to my mom. And a text message said, sorry I wasn't trying to be a dickhead. I just woke up. I don't like having to talk to people on the phone when I wake up.
Yeah, I kind of feel with that a little bit sometimes. I only noticed you called me once out of the multiple times from the other day. I was like, I just woke up. If I did, I'll like barely be mumbling shit. Be like, I'd be almost like Harley when he wakes up sometimes. Cause it'd be like, just literally like hardcore Boomhauer shit. It's like new Boomhauer.
I poured a whole fucking bottle to myself.
Yo, that's Smirnoff. I was wondering what the fuck happened with that. I was like, because you mentioned about it, and I looked at it, while you were gone. I was like, well, whatever was there, it's not anymore. It probably explained maybe the entry on there.
I finished it this morning.
Oh.
And then I threw up.
Well, that probably wasn't a good idea to finish it, was it?
No, it wasn't. I finished it this morning. I threw up.
That's why Aqua is probably. Yeah.
I drank water. And then I continued on drinking through the day.
A little more agua, at least, just because that does help with that.
Yeah.
I actually got some Mio. Like I kind of snagged one, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to try this."
Oh yeah, the meals are so good. They're fucking pretty much
punch.
Caffeine.
Well, I don't think this one does. Does it? Yeah, not this one. Yeah, this one doesn't have any.
I'm gonna put some of that motherfucking water that I usually drink.
Well, there you go.
Because I literally.
Because I've been wanting something because I don't want to like snag his drinks and stuff, because I'll like take some sips or a small little glass from but not try to like take a lot. So
if I want more alcohol, there is more alcohol right here. Wine.
I have another one of these. I don't I'm fine.
Where is it? Oh, you're gonna have to share that with me then.
That's kind of why I got 3 because I figured.
Yeah, dude, I had a great day. Dude, I went to the so I was on my way to the mall today. No, I was on my way to go down to FedEx. These chicks. I was on the bus. These girls, they started talking to me. I was like, "Hi," like kind of a friendly conversation. But after I asked them how old they were, they told me how old they were. It's like, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you anymore.
What, with their like high schoolers?
They're like, oh, I'm 15. But for a 15-year-old, she has big ass knockers.
Well, no. Don't make me have to like pull out the whip and be like, no.
But I told him I was like, I cannot talk to you guys, but if you ever want someone to buy you alcohol.
Well, don't, it's not even that. Come on.
You remember our
Wait until they're like, going to punk shows or, fucking raves or whatever the fuck when they were 20 or something. I mean, they'll discover it eventually. Who knows? Maybe, they have a parent that'll like, all right, I'll let you have a glass of wine, or something. Well, my mom used to do that sometimes. She'd be like, hey, you ain't going anywhere, but here, like, because even during, like, New Year's, she'll let me have, like, a glass of champagne. It was disgusting, but, I would do it.
Squirt that in your mouth. Taste it.
Well, it's fruit punch. I know what it's going to taste like.
Taste it. It's good.
That's so strong. Woo! That's strong. It's actually so strong it's sour. How's that sour?
Oh, I farted. I thought that was going to be a poop.
You farted in your diaper and some poop came out.
Almost.
That's such a concentrate that is making my face feel weird. Is that good? Did I just like put like radioactive like splurge in my mouth?
You're fine.
What? I can't have a little fun with it?
Oh, dude, I'm so
That's
glad.
looking right. No, that's Bri. Tell him I have that same shit happen to me. Like, I had girls suspect me where manners are flirting with me. It's weird as hell. Dude, it really is.
It really is, because she was definitely hella flirting with me. And she gave me her number.
What? Man, what the fuck?
I fucking, you know what's funny is that I put in a fake number.
Good, because I mean, sometimes,
I'm not trying to do that shit.
Sometimes gamble is a little too strong. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, even at like some shows I've been to where I know that it's like kind of like a broader all ages event, even if there is alcohol involved and stuff. Like even at house shows, I mean, at that point, it's just like kind of like trust the person kind of thing, and hopefully, if minors do show up, they're not fucking like jailbaiting your ass. Because at least a lot of house shows and punk shows, stuff like that, there's usually a genuine consensus of like, of trust and shit. Sometimes it gets some weird fuck people, but
these females are definitely jailbait.
Yeah, I mean, because I've experienced it myself where I'll be like, oh, how old are you? And I'm like 22, 23, or 26, 27. And, maybe later down the line, I realize, oh, yeah, they're of age or like 21 or like, or 20 or something. I'm like, oh, all right. But, just sometimes, appearance because of past experiences. I've had like, 15, 16, 17-year-olds, at shows, like try to hit me up. And I'm like, I don't know about you.
No.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm sitting here for Burr. You're trying to like, jailbait my ass. Fuck you. It's like, no.
Yeah,
It's like, look, I will say this, like, platonically, you're a beautiful person, but, mature and grow up, to be a full woman before you start coming at me. Like, fuck off.
Yep. That's pretty much how I told this female. And
yeah, exactly. It's just like, because I ain't trying to fox with that. That's why, broadly, I have a 21 and up limit, because I like to go to bars, go to shows where, maybe grab a, a little mixed drink or something to have a little fun and loosen up at shows and stuff. Especially when you're moshing. You want to do that. Helps numb the pain if you accidentally fall over or some shit.
But yeah, I need to get my ID before Wednesday.
Well, between Monday and Tuesday, well, get that shit done. Now, at least, try to hit up, my buddies about it and see if they will, I mean, you might have to owe them at this point, at that rate, but you know what?
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll let them know.
I don't care about having to pay somebody back if they lend me the money to get it. I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
I just got to be able to have a job, dude. I know,
yeah, because this is like, because now at this point, like, it's so close, but yet so far, it's like you've come too close, to just have it just like,
I've already made
up.
the fucking commute down there today.
Yeah, and it sounds like they're at least, wanting to kind of keep you around. You just have to just get that figured out, and they'll accept a paper one as long as it's at least up to date, won't they? Because, all right, so there you go, and that's all. There you go.
And my birth certificate, all I have to do is show them the receipt for the ID.
And also, I'll just let you have one of my pieces of mail so it gets sent here, so you have the official one actually not thrown away because of dumbass, fucking bitchy McGee.
I fucking hate that bitch, dude.
Yeah, fuck her for that.
That fucking black
and you
bitch.
You straight up said like, hey, keep an eye out for it, like, because like, so what? She did that purposely to sabotage your ass? Like, what the fuck? That's bullshit.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I get the basic principle of like, hey, if it doesn't have my name on it, I
don't
don't care.
Don't throw away a personal fucking bullshit because...
Especially when she knew about that. Yeah, especially when you let her know ahead of time saying, hey, this is coming in, keep an eye out for that, because it's going to be under my name.
She finally responded to me the other day about it.
That's fucked, man. Like, seriously. Well, definitely next time
I'm trying to better myself, not fucking make myself worse.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, you've been, doing the right thing every step of the way. She decided to sabotage your ass by just being stupid. And that's kind of part of the reason why, people like even Logan are just kind of sick of stupidity because, they're just some dumb fucks. They're just stupid as shit. That just, sometimes can be sabotagers. And it's like, fuck. Totally get it. Here, you want to kill this one?
I still got a little bit in there, but yeah, I'll take some of this.
Well, I have the other one anyway. So. To quote a friend of mine who had the same problem where he managed a Walmart with an employee who was underage, he told him, age is just a number. So is 5 to 10. Get the fuck away from me. Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah. No, 100%. Anyone who says that is a fucking freak. Like, it's almost like a subtle, like, implied way to say, like, yeah, I'm that. I like to, have those.
Your friends are cool in there, by the way. Like, after I explained that, I thought they were going to be judgmental about me.
Well, no, because it is a thing that happens. I mean, like I said, it's happened to me before. It's like, and that's kind of why, hey, even if there's alcohol involved, I'd rather be in environments where it's 21 plus and, and I can at least understand and know for a fucking fact that it's like within my demographic, then it's no problem. But, especially with shows, like I said, like that's where it really happens.
I'm just glad that I put in the wrong number. I don't want.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah. I mean, it's also like, like vice versa too, because it'll be like, some dudes who want to try to like
my number.
Yeah, they'll be.
But they didn't text me, so it's good enough for me.
I have a theory about this. As soon as you start to be able to react to show streams, Trump got reelected. Therefore, once you can again, the world will start to heal, and America will be the leader of universal education, workers, housing rights, and education.
Have you heard from Logan?
Not recently. I'm gonna hit him up, and say, hey, what's up? How you doing?
I tried actually calling him today. No response from him.
I mean, what time is it? Yeah, I could probably hit him up, but I could do it a little later, see what's up.
I was only doing that. I wanted to check in on the fucker.
Yeah, I've been meaning to check in on him too, just kind of see how he's doing. I mean, he's kind of responded to some of my stuff on the group chat, showing off my doggo on the max, just tuckered out after the protests and stuff.
That.
I know, he was tuckered out. Like, on our way up there, he was wanting to sniff every time the door opened and be like, "What scents are out there?" But as soon as we were going back home, he's like, "I'm sleepy."
That's Zukov, dude.
Oh no, for real. That's how he is,
bro. So I got myself one of these deadlifts, 2 of them, and I was riding my bike back to your place. The other one falls out of my pocket, explodes.
Oh no! Oh, I hate when that happens. I've had that happen to me so many times. Oh, shit sucks. Because then
I brought it back here and I set it.
I was wondering what the hell happened because I saw a bunch of fucking shit on that and this. I was like, what the fuck happened?
Dude, I drink it.
Well, duh. But I was just kind of wondering, like, how did it get so messy? I said education twice because it's very important, totally not because I fucked up there. Well, nah, I'd say, like, education's immensely important. Our education system needs to be expanded so much.
TikTok's back.
I know. Honestly, I just think it's all for show and bullshit. Back.
Thanks for your patience and support as we result in President Trump's.
You know, it was all for fuck show. I was talking about that earlier on stream.
Now I wonder if I can go live. Can I go live?
Maybe. Honestly...
Nope, you're no longer able to go live. Or join the live as a guest due to violations of my community. And that was just being that fucking... That was from being at Silverado because people are saying faggy and queer.
Also, Ignore said he's making a TikTok. No, I'm not. I'll make a Redstone because there's a lot of refugees that went over there.
There's actually another app out there called... I think it was called like Frantit or something like that. It's another streaming platform, but you get like 75% of your gifts.
Oh, like when it comes to like monetization kind of stuff.
I think you should do it. I'm gonna do it too because I want to go back to streaming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, given like the requirements for on YouTube, like I mean, you see how
that's why I haven't streamed on Facebook. Facebook isn't anything anymore.
Well, I mean, with the YouTube Shorts algorithm, how I've been doing my streams, like, you can get some weird ass motherfuckers in here sometimes, but it's fun. Like, as when I was streaming the rally, like, a lot of people came in.
I'm talking about, like, getting gifts. You're getting paid.
You can. There's a 1,000 subscriber limit, but also, like, it's pretty easy, system to get monetized. I just don't have 1,000 subscribers, so I ain't there yet. But if so, then yeah. It's just the thing is that YouTube takes like a 30% cut. So if you get like, let's say a $10 super chat, for example, yeah, you get $7 out of that, But over time, it still adds up. Yeah. I mean, so there's some platforms that are a little better about it. I think Twitch only takes like a 10%, and if you use Streamlabs...
Twitch takes good about half.
Oh, really? Well, maybe they updated their shit, because the last time I remember...
I was going to say, because they take half.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess maybe it's changed since, last time... Since last time I remember, but
I used to love streaming on Twitch because that was like my.
I used to too, and funny enough, Harley unintentionally got me permanently banned over there because he had one of my like little fake airsoft air guns or whatever, and pretended that he was Portland police and put it up against my head, and they just literally permanently banned me for it. That was well before I even had my firearms and shit too.
Dude, I might go back to I might go to Twitch again.
I could probably make another Twitch account and be fine, but
you can make another Twitch account, you'll be good.
Yeah. And also, what was I about to say? But at least with also with Streamlabs too, it's like a separate like donation service too. But you also like stream from Twitch, YouTube, etc. Because I used to do my streams doing that because then at least I had an ability to react to content and stuff because like I have a screen capture and then use that as a way to react to stuff while also reading the chat, shit like that. I mean, there might have been certain limitations, but it was kind of worth, all that just so I can actually react to shit, which, so, and I can have them horizontally and then actually like, react to stuff, look at videos and shit. Obviously just have, the speaker going off and shit too, so we can listen to everything. So
that was bloody.
Ooh.
I have a really bad sinus infection.
My nose has been a little fucked today too.
My knee still fucking hurts, so.
Well, I bet it does. Renault or Jiangshu, but they have a certain requirements before you can stream. I think you have to be able to speak Chinese. Well, I don't, and I already want to learn Spanish and German, so I am. I don't. I don't think I have room yet for Mandarin. I don't have room for that yet. I only know some words. Like, you want to know how to say hamburger in a Mandarin? Hey, Brian, you want to learn how to say hamburger in Mandarin?
How?
Hambabao.
Hambabao.
Yeah, hambabao.
Hambabao.
Because it's a pretty fun word. Honestly, like, learning Mandarin can be kind of fun because also coffee is really just cafe. I think I like coffee as what is it? If I remember correctly, because one of the guys I listen to on streams, he likes to say it sometimes in the morning just because, he's drinking it. It's like, I think, Shungpan and Cafe. I think. It's something like that.
Huh.
If I'm remembering it phonetically.
It's hell different.
But it's fun. I mean, once you actually because it's a very tonal language. Like, it's more based on, like, tonal stuff versus, like, accentation, if that makes sense. Because there's different ways to say.
All right, so here, this is going to be you and me talking to my mom. So you need to talk to her about.
Well, it's probably better to do it later because I don't want to mute this right now. But all right, well, I'll just do this one.
You don't need to mute this.
Well, I will just for All right, there we go. Bada boom. I
There
guess
you
call it as rare
go.
occurrence.
There you
Well,
go.
yeah, but it needed to be more of a private call. So
No, I wouldn't have cared if you would have talked to him about it right there. I don't care about my mom's situation. She's fucking.
well, hey, I mean,
I'm
just being
going through the same thing.
I know I'm being respectful to her at least, just because I don't know how much she cares or not about that,
She doesn't give two shits.
Well,
You could have been streaming and I'm talking to her. She wouldn't have cared.
yeah, well, either way, just out of respect, because I understand.
Dude, it's your fucking garage. We're sitting here talking.
Well, I know, but hey, like I said, it's just literally out of a respect thing.
You're a great kid, and I do appreciate you fucking doing that.
Yeah.
Good job. Thank you.
Hey, Paul Smith saying China's going to be usurping us soon, so maybe we need to learn on that language. Oh, Mandarin. Well, I mean, them kind of.
Sorry, chat, that he had to mute it. He was just talking with my mom.
Mama.
My mom likes you as a friend too, so she really does like you as a good friend.
I mean, she seems pretty cool. I mean, especially the times I met her back in Duffy's and stuff when she was hanging around. I liked her.
Yeah, she's a cool woman. I'm only doing the whole thing letting her talk to you about living here because it's just like it's my mom and I figure to help her out a little bit.
All right, yeah, no, it's understandable. I need to at least visit my mom too a little bit because she's been kind of getting mad at me like hanging out for a little bit. I'm like, all right, I need to anyway, just because there are some things business wise I need to talk to her about.
You
but
can't fucking you gotta be able to hang out with your mom.
Oh, of course,
you know
yeah.
What I mean?
I was just kind of a little mad about her last time just because she was kind of condescending me about certain things where it was just like, I already know this shit. And frankly, it's just like, it's kind of assaulting on my own intelligence that it's like, you think that I just can't do this shit or like,
There's a lot of shit you can do. A lot more than I can.
And I think a lot of it's just because she has like this sense of like, well, you're still my baby, you're my baby boy, which I get that's like a mama thing, but like, holy shit, I ain't the baby anymore. I mean, I know I'm like one of the more younger, people in my own family, but still, it's like I ain't no damn kid no more.
You're a little brother to me, man. That's why I try to that's why I hound you.
Well, I'm a little brother to fucking everybody because I'm the youngest in the group on like literally fucking anybody that I'm around with. But yet I'm like, I kind of identify more with people who are older than me.
I live with you.
I know. Well, I also like, identify more with people who are older and shit. Like, I identify more being like millennial versus Zoomer.
Sometimes I actually look up to you as like a big brother, man.
Well, I do appreciate
You're the one who
yeah.
motivated me to get out there and get a job.
Right, yeah. I'm just still having to kind of do it a little bit. Mostly just because, like, especially with the Wichita shit, like, I pretty much have, like, a easy in with that.
Wichita.
But, like, their boss, like, just is literally not wanting to fucking, like, do the mandatorial shit.
Oh, did you talk to Sean at all on Friday?
I did a little bit, but he was kind of a little bit of a repeat from last time where it's like, yeah... I mean, he hasn't been here in a while.
Those.
Yeah, well, same with Wichita. It's like, it's getting really fucking annoying because I can be in.
I hit greens.
Well, black and browns because it's a little fucked.
That's fine. I just want to be able to.
I'm just saying, it's like, it's just kind of like, these places where I know I can have that fucking easy in the end. They just don't want to actually, like, for the owners of the places, just don't want to, like, put the onus on it, which is honestly kind of, like, in a way, weirdly problematic as fuck to me. Because like, if they need these, people being hired and shit, and they're covering shifts, that's why they can't be bothered really. At least for Wichita, it's like, then why not at least spend like 30 minutes of the time during that shift?
Dude,
especially in the slow period.
That's what I want to know. Is like, why can't Wichita fucking already hire you? Zukov, knock it off!
Come on, bro.
You're being a bad dog. We're tired of your barking.
He's a boof boy shit. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just like, I mean, the ball's in their court and they're kind of fucking up with, and fouling up when it comes to that.
Dude, everywhere's fucking up lately because they haven't even called you back yet, dude.
I know. And I get it's a slow period because it's January, but shit, I mean, if it's still a problem despite that, then that should be a priority because then the manager who has to be covering those shifts over there, then he doesn't have to do that as much anymore.
Yeah, I'm just tired of people not hiring you.
I know. Honestly, it gets fucking annoying with that shit.
Well,
Which I
this
guess
is going to be a new week.
And I think a lot of that means I might just have to stick around for retail for the new seasons of Freddy's.
Do you have... You got 2 pieces form of ID, right?
I mean, I got the pass.
I want you to...
I mean, I have a passport, and I know I have my birth certificate somewhere hidden around, but that's pretty much at least about it for now.
I want you to apply for Gliss. Tomorrow's going to be Monday, right?
Yeah.
We're going to go to Gliss Monday.
I also want to apply to Bob's Rental store over there, too, anyway.
Okay.
I've been meaning to go check that place out, because I know there's a few places out there hiring anyway. We'll go there and go check a few other places out.
I want you to apply for Gliss. Gliss is easy. You get work the next day. And you can tell them you can take the American Metal Works.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be a gopher at least at this point, obviously. You know, I mean, whatever is available, I'll at least take it in the meantime, just so at least it gets something in my pocket. You know, so... Because at least gives me...
Why is my sister sending me shit? Because I blocked the cunt on text messages.
Evidently didn't get completely blocked, I guess.
No, she has my new Facebook. I blocked her on my old Facebook.
Well, what was she trying to hit you up for?
Shared a fucking reel. I've been sharing hella reels with my mom too. I've been sending her the... So there's this Churko family that I follow on Facebook.
A Churko family?
Their last name's a Churko.
Oh.
Their daughter is so cute. I mean, the most cutest thing in the world. Like, you know how like the daughters are always attached to their fathers, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
This one's attached to her father, no problem. Like, weird, I will say, but it's so adorable. Like, I wished I could have a kid of my own.
Well, if things work out for your ex, I mean, you would. I mean, it sounds like you already kind of do anyway.
She does have a cat, though.
A kitty cat?
Yeah.
I need to get another kitty cat. Because my old roommate, you know, apparently has a few kittens of his own, and I've been wanting to at least, you know, snag one eventually. I just kind of told him keep me posted about it, just because of my situation and shit.
Good. You know the spanking guy, right?
Oh God, that guy. What the fuck? No. Why are you bringing him on? No. What about him?
Well, I let that guy spank me yesterday. But no, he asked me about that jacket. He's like, you give it to Andrew. I was like, yeah, it fits him better than it fits me.
What did he say about that?
He was like, oh, okay.
Oh, it kind of does before. I'm more of kind of the cowboy type anyway, you know, a little bit on that one.
You definitely do got the cute cowboy in you.
Well, I mean, my dad was a Midwest cowboy type, but then my mom came from fucking Texas. I mean, obviously, a lot of that's going to bleed into me.
Oh, are you going pee-pees?
Yeah. But this dog obviously has to, too, because he's fucking circling me like a shark.
What do you chat up to today? Like, well, real dough. I'm probably going to start my own streaming fucking bullshit, because I'm going to start streaming on different apps. So one of the apps that I actually stream on, it's called Bigo. It's another good app that I stream on. I mean, you maintain like 80 viewers, but a lot of them are bots. It's a good another streaming app for sure. I want to try to get Andrew on it. Because I'm flipping burgers down at Wendy's.
Alright, good. Let's do his business out there. Let's let the door be open for a minute.
Did you close? You closed that gate, right?
Yeah, the gate's closed.
Okay, cool.
I was right by it the entire time. So you went out. You went out in the back.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah. It's going to be in the
I
back
don't
porch
want
over here.
I don't want.
I know. I don't want to go fucking. I know, because he will do that. The little fucking asshole.
Ooh.
He's Machiavellian like that. If he has an opportunity, he will sneak out.
Oh my god, that popped my neck and that felt good. I can't pop my back, dude. Hold on, let's try. Oh, it popped.
Ooh, I heard that. That sound good.
No, will not pop that way. Dude. You dropped that bitch?
No, it's down here, but then it tipped over. I mean, honestly, it's not like it was going to get repaired anyway, so whatever. Makes it easier to grab the resin out of it, so whatever. If any,
fuck, that sucks, though.
Yeah, well, once I get some more money, I'll have an upgrade. I'll get an upgrade eventually, but, you know, whatever.
No, I'll buy you a bomb. We'll go down to a smoke shop and get you one.
Or you'll like Paradise or something, because they have them sale there too.
I'll buy you whatever bong that you want, dude. That won't be a problem.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll buy you some weed too. It'll last you.
You and I should just kind of like swing by a Logino somehow, just because I need to kind of maybe potentially talk to him about that, because I know he mentioned it, a couple times before. In the last few weeks about like potentially at least giving me an O or something.
Yeah, he owes you. He definitely owes you.
I mean, I just don't want to like bring it in when he's already like in a mood or something. I just want to at least let him know, be like, hey,
dude, you've been watching his dogs.
I know. I've been wanting to do that again at some point recently too, but I think I forgot his key over at his place. So I just need to get it again.
He hasn't been asking us to come over either. Either way, we can still go in through the fucking goddamn sliding door.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, I think he might just be a little peeved about, our situation with last week, which I get, but if he's holding a grudge this long, it's like, dude, get the fuck over it and just, hit us up about it or something. Oh, I mean, goddamn, bro.
Whoa.
Don't wall yourself.
All right, boy.
Little bing bing dip.
Fucking bean dip. You fucking Mexican dog.
A little salsa bean, a little salsa pico de gallo bean dip of some.
Pico de gallo, pendejo.
A puta de madre.
Come here, pendejo. Up. Come on, pendejo. Up.
Pendejo. Schweihund. I think it responds to German more than anything else.
Niet.
Niet.
You know what that means, right?
It's no in Russian. Niet.
It's actually stop.
No, it's no. Go look it up on Google. Google look it up on Translate. I can't hear you. It means literally no.
Too lazy to.
Well, I'm not. You're like, fine. Here you go.
You're the only one that has my password to everything.
I like how the second result is English. It's been like a top result lately.
Zukov, come here, boy.
Oh, that's quiet. Hold on.
Нет.
No. Niet.
Oh, it is. Fucking no. Okay.
Here's stop.
I thought niet meant fucking no and stop. Pretty much the same thing.
Останавливаться.
Actually, might be this. Hold on.
Останов.
Astonov.
Останов.
Astonov.
Astonov. Niet Astonov. Pendejo.
Niet. Astonov. Pendejo. I should have did a little Spanish afterwards. Yes, Vostahov. Pendejos Fahund. 3 languages.
Jesus Christ.
I know a little German, so.
I was gonna say, you're German.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, I was watching some porn earlier.
Okay, random and apropos nothing, but all right.
Man, this chick was literally riding a fucking horse cock. It was big, and she went.
Oh, it's Bad Dragon. Bad Dragon. I know it.
I was just like, how the fuck is this bitch taking this in the ass?
A lot of practice, my friend. I mean, you saw mine, right? I mean, it's slender, but then all of a sudden it's like just out of nowhere. I mean, how do you think?
I briefly saw what you had.
I know. I'm just saying, it's like out of nowhere. You got that motherfucker. It's like, hey, I challenge myself sometimes. I'm just like, all right, I got this, but you know what? I need a little extra going down. Need to like, work out my muscles, strengthen them a little bit.
And just like that doll that fucking Harley has.
Oh my god. It's like a third of a doll too, because only the chest and torso region broadly, and then the pelvic region. Like, there's not much of a doll.
I'll show you what I have.
What the?
I actually stole it from fucking Spencer's today.
Oh no, he actually has. What the fuck? He got somebody snagged something? What the fuck? Oh no. Oh no. What is happening? What? Oh, it's translucent too.
Ah.
God damn it. What the fuck? What in the fuck? You better not let that ferment, you son of a bitch. I swear, if I start smelling the funk going on over there, I'm not going to be pleased.
I don't want my load in it.
All right, fair. But still.
I actually haven't even used it yet.
Whether you were or not, I didn't need to know.
I'm just saying I haven't used it yet.
This motherfucker over here, dude.
Dude, at least I'm honest with you about things.
But I wonder, boy. I wonder.
Oh, this wine's gonna be a terrible hangover in the morning.
I wonder how good this would be in there. Fruit punch wine?
Put it in there.
You were kind of debating that.
Caesar's at fucking Heritage.
Last second hangout with Sisa? No? Oh.
No, I don't want to hang out with him.
Oh, you don't? Oh. I kind of been to hang out.
No, because I literally fucking called him before I took my nap.
What, did you not answer?
No.
Well, guess you did there. Hey, how's that taste?
That don't taste too bad at all.
Actually, don't taste bad, yeah. Yeah, actually ain't that bad at all. Honestly, it's kind of dangerous with how good it tastes.
I got back to literally my smoking weed days again.
I'm guessing Fred Jex, doesn't do that much.
Those girls were trying to ask me. I was like, so they asked me today. They're like, "Do you smoke weed?" I was like, "Occasionally. I just recently quit." And they were like, "Are you a fag? Are you gay?"
Oh, I would have popped off a little bit on them, about that shit, low key. It'd be like, it's like, one, ain't none of your business, and two, fuck you. Cause even if I am, that's just immensely insulting.
The only reason why I don't want to go to Heritage is because I don't know if Logan's gonna go, and
So what if?
And plus, I don't want to have to walk all the way from Heritage.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I don't mind it as much. Yeah, I could get that.
There's no point because he should have texted me or called me about when he was going to go to fucking Heritage. You fine. You got a month when you get here to get a job.
Was your mom hitting you up more about their details?
Yes, just letting her know she'll have a month.
Yeah. I mean, she can get the rest of this month free. That's fine. I mean, it's just about, by the time it's like February.
Well, it's going to be hard for her because...
As long as I at least just has something,
No, she's talking about her cat.
Oh, or kitty?
Mom, your cat can move in with you too. You're totally fine. You can keep low-key.
Yeah. I don't know how Loki would operate with Zukov over there, but, they'll get along enough.
Well, fucking Comet was getting fine over there with low-key, and my mom will fucking keep low-key with her.
Yeah, I mean, she can be in the house, too.
I told her, I was like...
as long as, as long as you're okay with, pitching a little bit when it comes to, litter and food, then whatever. And also, we have a spare box of, we have a spare bag of litter right now anyway, so...
Fucking Bradley with his stupid-ass YouTube.
What, is he doing something?
Yeah, he's been sending me fucking bullshit. About Jesus. How Jesus is dead.
Shaq round 2. Well, that's kind of what it might be, but honestly, I'm willing to trust her word about it, but she has at least a month. If not, then I'm not really going to be too friendly about it. I've already had enough bullshit when it comes to shit like this as it is.
You know my mom.
Yeah, I know her already, and I know she's at least going to be good for her work anyway, so.
So she gets a job. She said, your house is getting internet.
Oh, well, that... The shame. So at that point, she won't hear complaints from me.
Sounds good.
She won't hear complaints from me if that's the case. Then send it.
We do want internet too.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been talking about setting up a gaming situation in the fucking garage, anyways, while he's streaming.
We can also at least actually have a fucking computer-based kind of system.
The Xbox One S.
It's the
white one.
I mean, it's old. I mean, it's been around since 20.
No. Those Slims are worth quite a bit of money.
Oh, I know it is still. The only reason why I haven't used it because I literally 90% of the games I have require an online
Yeah.
Well, it's so stupid.
A lot of the games are online.
That's why I usually play PC stuff because even on Steam, I can at least play some games offline.
But I'm thinking about if I might upgrade my cell phone service to the fucking $55 one.
Where I guess connect together Comcast. Nah. Well, whatever she does, I don't care.
She's gonna go with the Xfinity, and we're getting
that's Comcast.
We're getting the gaming Wi-Fi.
Excelente.
So we're getting the high-speed Wi-Fi. My mom likes you a lot, dude. She says you're a good guy. Yes, mother. But you need to figure out when you're going to be moving in.
Yeah, there needs to at least be a time frame for that too.
I need to know so then I can fucking be here.
To help her out?
To help her out and make sure your ass is up.
Well, I mean, even if I have to be woken up, I'll help out with it.
No, I just want to wake you up so then you can sit there and talk.
Yeah, and set out, a specific, thing about her when it comes to that type of shit.
Okay, that was very, very, very deadly drink.
I know. Maybe I put a little too much in there.
And if anything, we can take my mom You should take my mom to one of those fucking concerts, dude.
I mean, hopefully by that point I could be able to at least have an income to do it. Because I know Bridge City Sinners are touring again in March.
You'll have a job by then.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. And there's also a few other bands I want to check out that are going to be touring here.
And then also I'll have money too, so it don't matter either way.
Yeah. Really trying to find a little something in here.
Yeah.
I could probably do a little exploration. Could probably find something, maybe.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa, that's a lot of messages. Oh, what?
My mom.
I know it is, but
We have a heater you can use. So you're good on the heater. Don't waste your time watching the kids. Focus on yourself. I know there's nothing in there.
There's only one, but I am not fucking with Dad on that one, so nope. I'm not wanting to hear whatever bullshit he wants. There's only one. I want to fuck with it.
Is it happy?
No, it's a full one. That's why I don't want to fuck with it. Oh my god! I swear to God. I swear to God, dude. I don't want to hear it. I literally don't want to hear it. Oh my God.
You didn't take it. It was me.
I don't care. I don't want to hear him. I know what he's going to do. Oh my God.
Dude, I want some nicotine, man.
Well,
Dude,
that's what.
I'll buy him a pack of cigarettes. It's not a problem.
Oh, this motherfucker. Oh no. Not him necessarily, but the other motherfucker. Oh Lord. It's been decades since Ignor's place had Wi-Fi. Dude, it's been not a decade. It's been, like more like 5 something years, but
what?
Yeah. With Wi-Fi and internet connection here.
Dude, you're gonna have a good time where you're gonna be able to go back to your good old days.
Because I can also at least make videos via my PC too, because I used to do that for a little bit too. So.
And at least you're not the one who's gonna be paying for it. Mom will.
That's true. That is true.
You want to put some more of that meal in there? Because that was actually good.
I'm not going to put that much, but I'll put a little squirt. I'm going to squirt in there. Oh, oh.
Oh!
Let the Red Sea spread.
Oh, yeah! It was actually good. It was actually good, too.
Chef's first sip delight. Man, no matter what, that's going to be too goddamn deadly. What the fuck?
It's already been deadly, asshole.
I know it has, but Jesus Christ. I mean, that just makes it even more so. Fucking goddamn.
You know what? I know you don't drink wine, but you drink it with me.
Do you know how long it's been since I've had wine?
Long
Years. Dude, funny enough, back in the Twitch days, I had a whole stream where I was watching a labor. That'll be fun. I got this. But it was a labor documentary. You can find it on YouTube called Harlan County, USA. And I literally did a Twitch stream.
She also gets food stamps too.
Sweet. Yeah, because I was watching this documentary and I was like, on the Twitch stream the night before, I was like, you know what? We're gonna have a bottle of wine. We're gonna have some food. We're gonna have a movie night, a documentary night.
Mother. Yes, the food stamps is definitely gonna help out quite a bit.
I'll just give her a discount on the rent if that's the case too. If she's already paying for internet on her own and doing that, then I'll just make it a little cheaper than I normally probably would have.
Well, shit. All right, you can talk to her about that when she gets here.
Yeah. But either way, the last time I went hardcore on the line was that night. And it was an intense night too, because there was a wave of fucking emotions and a wave of epic shit. You should watch it. Like Garland County, USA is the name of the documentary, and it is like seriously like a fucking like kind of radicalizing doc. Because it was initially meant to be kind of like a broader documentary about civil rights and shit, but the documentarians at the time were just like,
is it bad that I've been drunk all day? Am I a real, true fucking alcoholic?
I mean, I would say kind of, yeah, but it's not really necessarily something that is like fundamentally like, you know, a fuck over, but you definitely want to seriously watch it. I mean, for sure. I would definitely at least say.
I only had a terrible hangover today, and that's the only reason why I continue on drinking.
Well, that's why coffee and water usually help a lot with that. And plus, like a lot of different, foods, like when it comes to like carbs and stuff like that, because it helps kind of like consume a lot of that energy
what's funny is
with water too.
We've both been fucking slowly eating away at the fucking Hot Pocket.
I know. There's like two left, I think.
I didn't realize those were the steak. I like the pepperoni ones.
I know. I was wondering why they got the Philly cheesesteak ones. I mean, they were good. I mean, I had them. Yeah, they're delicious. I had only like 3 or 4 of them. And now it's only 2 left. I think I ate most of them.
I was gonna say, I think you ate quite a bit of it.
Not that many.
But I don't care though. Like you can.
I know that was the whole point. They were there in the first place. I'm sure Dad had 1 or 2 too.
Well, if your dad did, I don't care. You know what's funny is I wouldn't even mind allegedly grabbing more.
If you want to. Tomorrow probably, because I think it's after midnight, ain't it? Oh no, it's 30 till. If you want to do a fat mish.
Not tonight.
I figured too risky.
Nighttime is definitely too risky. Zuka, stop eating your butthole!
Why do you want to eat your ass out so often? You do that so much.
You literally called him out!
I know, and you closed the door on yourself, you little fuck! You knew we were talking shit! Oh my god! Oh man!
My mom might actually love Zukov anyways.
Mm-hmm. And if her cat doesn't like him that much, it would just swipe him enough to be like, and be like, "What the fuck? You slapped my face!"
He'll teach Zukov a lesson,
just like Bandit did before he got eaten by coyotes. I mean, it's the fucking truth to it. That's why, honestly, if I ever see coyotes around here, like, I'd be like, all right, let's make sure my sights are in order.
I love your attitude.
No, for real, I have a vendetta against coyotes now. I'm just like, no, I literally, if I ever get one, I'm skinning it and making like a literal, like, I want the coyote head right here and just like tight his paws around here. And might be a cloak, a literal cloak. A coyote cloak, and then I'll slowly but surely add more furs to make it like a battle cloak.
That fucking Neo hits a little bit different than that.
It's a little bit more stronger than the last one because didn't put as much, but it's still deadly. Put it right there.
We got shit on alcohol right here.
Well, I'm putting a lot of water in Mio for tonight because I got my little cowboy mug for that one. Just remember.
Dude, look how long this dress looks. Damn it! I was gonna flick it!
I had to poke it. What, vodka sunrise? No, it's a wine with Mio. This disgusting box wine, this crisp white of Franzia, but with this in it, which makes it way better.
How are you showing the box?
I don't want to move it. My speaker's on it. I ain't moving that shit. What's Mio? Mio is just like this, concentrated fruit flavor stuff like this. And you just squeeze it in water. Or I guess your beverage of your choice and enhances flavors and stuff. Especially with water. Just basically water flavored.
It's new putting it in wine, so it's actually really good.
Well, mixology 101 right there. I got a little mixologist brain a little bit. That's why I kind of want to go into bartending scene a little bit, because I got a little bit of a mixology brain because I've done that myself in my own home. There's different stuff in them. Be like,
I want to know what it's like putting meal in fucking whiskey.
oh, not whiskey. Maybe like vodka or something, but not whiskey. Oh, God. Oh, dude, that and whiskey just sounds disgusting.
Dude, I had a whole bottle of vodka to myself this morning.
Well, you should have saved some so we could have tested this out. At least with vodka, because goddamn, bro. Oh.
Well, it was...
Dude, whiskey and Mio sounds gross.
It was strawberry vodka.
Well, that's fruit punch, so that would work well. I'd just have a strong, like, fruit punchy strawberry blend. It will still work. Just be super fruity. Maybe, like, you know, also...
Smirnoff is only $13 bottle.
I know, but I was just thinking, I mean, depending on certain tequilas, especially like tequila whites, like, yeah, that would work really well.
Tequila makes my clothes fall off.
What the fuck? Well, they also have like, and also there's gin too. I mean, I think it would work well with that as well.
Who posted in our group chat?
Not me. Did he get?
I was gonna say it wasn't you. Oh, Marcus.
Did he get two choices of two kinds of cookie dough? A chocolate chunk or oatmeal raisin snickerdoodle. Those aren't two. Wait, you have multiple choice here.
He was responding back to my message in there.
Oh, so oatmeal raisin, snickerdoodle, M&M, peanut butter, and white chip macadamia. I choose D and E. What would you choose?
This would be a horse site. God damn it! It said horse instead of fucking whore.
Wait, I want to read this hypothetical thing. Actually, I want you to answer it too.
Dude, she gets $292 on her fucking food service, bro.
Well, here, hold on. Answer this real quick. So you get two to choose from, but here's some different types of cookie dough that you can choose from. So you got chocolate chunk, oatmeal raisin, snickerdoodle, M&M, peanut butter, and white chip macadamia.
M&M.
You get two to choose from. So you got M&M.
And then I'm gonna have to go with the peanut butter one.
So D and E. That's what Rose literally decided to. You know what? E would definitely be one, peanut butter, but also hot take, snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle, cookie dough. Bro, you cannot tell me that is fire as fuck, bro. You can't tell me that won't be fire.
Can I send a text real quick?
9!
What are you up to besides America? I don't know.
I know, wait, what? Wait, what was that even? I guess D for the second. So D is like a consensus. M&M, yeah. Honestly, there's a consensus for that for sure. But, man, a little hard for me, but, you know, I'll say that would be my third option for sure. B. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no one picked B because B is ass. We don't need oatmeal raisin cookie dough. Fuck that. That's disgusting.
Nasty.
Yeah, nasty. Yeah, exactly. Nasty. Oh, that's nasty.
I'll eat fucking oatmeal, but
not with raisins.
As a cookie.
Now, oatmeal cookies are good. They don't need raisins, though. They just need to be a regular oatmeal cookie and nothing else.
Why can it not be fucking oatmeal chocolate chip?
Or oatmeal cinnamon. Or something. You know, but seriously. Like a snickerdoodle. Like, goddamn. Like, we don't need no fucking raisins when it comes to oatmeal cookie.
Shit.
Fuck that shit. Raisins are quality. Not in a cookie, you fucking Philistine degenerate savage. Like, you fucking Philistine. What is wrong with you? Rip. Now, oh my god. The food taste,
I'm gonna get it here shortly.
I know about that, bro.
Oh,
I don't know about that. That's all fucked up.
My mom's a fucking bitch.
But she keep fucking messaging you?
Hey, by the way, I'm gonna go. We'll talk about this tomorrow. not in the mood right now. I'm way too drunk.
What's an ingredient that's so normally, that's not normally in cookies that you think would go in a cookie? Yeah, it's actually a good question. Bubblegum, nah, it would be weird, but it might be good depending on what type of cookie you're making. Like a snickerdoodle cookie, I think that might work well together potentially, like a little cinnamon, like sugary gum type. But I don't know. That's really hard. I would think that's the only one that could probably work. But at least for ingredients not normally in cookies, you know what? Pecans. Pecans are good. Pecans are pretty dank. But not really often in cookies. They're in pies and cakes and stuff like that, but not cookies. They're not in cookies, so what's the difference? So, it's like you got delicious dough. And you got like, a little crust thing going down, so, I mean, it would work well for cookie. Why does it only have to be restricted to like a pie or like, fucking, like a cake or something? What about a little bit of kale for extra fluff in the cookies? Kale?
Who the hell puts kale in cookies?
What the fuck, Rip? Kale?
Dude, what the fuck's wrong with you, Rip?
It's not really... Oh, wait, hold on. I think here's this justification. Like, not really as a taste ingredient, but for texture. For texture? Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to force the Tim on this one. Like, I'm validating his opinion. What the fuck? Excuse me? Kale? What? Dude, you are a little Philistine with some of your food tastes, my guy. What in the fuck? Excuse me?
Oh, you're talking about fucking Stefan, right?
Yeah. It's also nicknamed
Stefan, what the hell's wrong with you, boy?
Well, Ross said uncommon. I know, but that doesn't mean like being a weird, savage fucking Philistine about it. Like, oh my god.
I'm gonna refill that glass.
Do it. I don't care.
Oh, you finished it? Okay.
We said we're gonna refill it. What do you expect me to do? Here, have all the meal you want in it too.
Bro, you might have to move your speaker. No.
Oh, you gotta fucking tip it? Is it that low?
Yeah.
Wow. I got, dude. Peach ring cookies? Peach rings in a cookie? You know what? That actually sounds fucking amazing, dude. I love peach. But you have like a little peach. Oh! We can't be friends anymore. Oh my god. Get out! Alf! 9!
Fuck you.
Like, no. You don't like peach?
Peach has just never been my favorite.
Oh my god, I love peach. Oh, dude, like, you get like
did we actually finish this? Oh, we did.
But yeah, I mean, dude, peach is so good. The Georgia in me is flaring up. I know, bro. I'm not even, in Georgia, but it's flaring up in me too, dude, because I love peach. Peach is so good. It's one of my favorite fruits.
Yeah, peach as like a fucking diet thing. Like, I'm diabetic, so that's some reason why I don't like peach.
Well, fructose. I mean, that's a natural sugar. It's in peach.
Can't have natural sugar because I'm diabetic.
Oh, you're robbed of great deliciousness. You have been robbed.
You know what? I'll try it tomorrow.
I'll just grab like a singular peach. If you don't finish it, I'll just eat it because I love peach. Peach is so good.
Well, yeah. Oh, eating the fruit,
peach ring?
Yeah, eating the fruit. It's fucking dank as fuck.
Well, there we go. At least, yeah, hey, there we go. Because, dude, the fruit itself is so good. I love peach. And peach-flavored things, same thing. I mean, I just like peach across the board.
Damn, bro. I was going to say, why don't you make your frantic drink?
Well, just all I have to do is just do a squirt or two.
Was that 3?
Yeah. Well, they were tiny squirts. Little anime squirts.
Dude, so I was with Bradley Saturday, right?
Chocolate chip cookies with some pineapple chunks.
I was going around the store saying "ooh" or saying "Can I get a oh yeah?" to every store, dude. What the fuck? I was having the time of my life.
What the fuck?
I was having a good time, dude. I was like,
did anyone respond to it, or were they all like, "What the fuck"? Were there some people that did?
These females actually did respond to it, though. They're like, oh, yeah. And I was like, hey, ladies, how old are you?
Let me guess.
Under
Jailbait. Yeah, oh my god. Of course! Why are all the Alpha Gen and Zoomers fucking goddamn jailbait motherfuckers? Like, fuck y'all.
Me and Brad were just like, damn.
Damn, but thank fuck that they're at least honest about their shit.
They were honest about their age.
Because some of them don't like doing it. It's just like, what the fuck? Fuck you. You know what you're doing, you piece of shit. You understand? That's why, like I said, I mean, way back in from earlier, it's like 21 over, and that's like my limit, basically. If you're 20, maybe. But beyond that, no.
Dude, can I just say I've been successfully drunk all day? Because I'm fucking drunk as fuck right now.
Well, even at the rally, me and Rip City were drunk too because we grabbed a little brewski. I had one on the way over there, and yeah, at some point I just like dispose of it.
I know, I saw your message in there. Day drinking!
Yep. And then, after that, me and Rip, have one at the waterfront, just kind of hanging out. I was skipping the rocks, at the limit. I could not really
I saw your message about that, yeah.
Yeah, I could not skip them to save my life, but eventually, I was able to kind of, get back into it. And I was like, yeah, skipping rocks.
I can skip rocks just fine.
And there were so many people walking their dogs on the waterfront where Zukov literally, like, there was 2 times where he got out of my grasp with the leash. And I was like, I have to run up this. Oh shit, there's a bunch of rocks and bullshit. I have to climb to get back to my dog. Because he's sniffing all the other doggos.
Zukov!
And I have to apologize, be like, I'm sorry. He just, got out of my hands and stuff. And luckily everybody was like, it's okay. He's just wagging his tail. I could tell he's happy. I was like, well, not really respectful to fucking have him just wander off, like that and do that shit, So I still want to at least apologize, but damn, dude, like, he's being a little rascal.
Zukov, come here. Zukov!
Zuzu, seriously? You emo little bitch.
He's an emo bitch.
I know.
He does not want to come out of the closet.
He doesn't want to get out of the closet. I mean, for real. He don't. Like, he shuts it down. He'll be like, I'll be out for a little bit, talk shit. I'm in the closet now. I'm going to hide myself away. Goofy little thing. Your friend's the first person I've ever heard use the term successfully drunk. Successfully drunk. It won't be the first time for me.
I've been successfully drunk all day.
Well, hey, that won't be the first time I've heard it before. Not just from him, but from a few other people. So, won't be the first time for me.
I'm also high as fuck, too.
Yes, you are, because you took a hit or two. I noticed.
Yes, I'm going to want some more, too.
You see how much love I have over here, bitch?
I want to take your aftermath.
Well, I better fucking take a fatty fuck on this one, so, okay. Because I also need to release the salamander, too, so.
Gotta release the salamander, huh? I'm actually just trying to actually have a good buzz tonight.
Well, okay. What, you think I'm saying that in very serious judgment, sir?
What? Hello, Daddy.
Well, I have to at least, overreact over something at least once a night.
I know.
Fuck this one. I want this one. It's better. Yeah. Fuck. Little bitch slut.
Did you burn yourself?
Yes. It's clogging. Hold on. Yeah.
That's clogged. It doesn't sound clogged.
It is a little bit. Yep, it's this.
Oh, it was my mom fucking.
Because constantly responding.
No, she said I love you too.
Oh. I thought she sent like 8,000 more messages. Because my mom does that to me sometimes a little bit. I'm just like,
No, my mom. When I tell her to fucking shut up, she shuts up. Oh, that was a good hit. Hey, I want to hit it.
I know. You're going to relight it. There you go. Now I can relight it.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, I'll be right back.
I just got a lighter put in my hand. Let's go.
Yeah.
I can hear you peeing on the goddamn mic. Come here, boy. Come on, boy. Here, Zukov. Zukov, come. Up. Zukov. Up. We love you, buddy. Love you. All right, damn. Wait for Daddy.
Oh, you stretch your bones. You go stretch. Oh,
Hey, Andrew.
is it?
How do you feel about going out tomorrow?
Where?
I don't want to go to Spanking Guy's place, but I want to go to Portland. Dude, are my butt cheeks still fucking bruised?
I don't fucking know, nor do I really want to know.
Are they dude?
Yeah, they're still a little bruised, but they're healing. They're healing, but... Well, I didn't want to know, but I found out anyway. But, hey...
Dude, that guy was fucking aggressive when I told him to stop. You know how many times I told him to stop?
A lot. I even mentioned it too. It's not been that up at the moment. That story will be discussed on stream one day, but not fucking tonight. So no. I never thought Ignorant would end the stream by pissing on the mic. Even Trump would be impressed. I ain't pissing on no mics. What did I miss?
There was like a fucking whizzing sound on the fucking speaker, so I thought you were peeing on the mic.
What?
Dude, we ran out of wine.
Yeah. Could be some. There's some left in that little bitch. Have fun with it. I can confirm I heard a whizzing sounds. That might have been me outside. I closed the door, but it might just been a background noise.
I'm not the only one that heard
That might have been a background noise of me doing that. So.
No, it was actually the fucking speaker.
Well, maybe it just happened to be. I don't fucking know. Okay, I'll have to watch it later. After the fact. I don't fucking know.
That's not strong.
Well, here, let's kill the strength.
I'm used to it already. It tastes so good.
I'm liking this meal already.
This is like a fucking idiot status right here, anyways.
Ah! It's splashing everywhere.
Oh, dude, we're gonna have a terrible hangover in the morning.
You know how much I drink water, sir?
Yeah, very much water.
Yeah, dude. I've been drinking water like the last 2 days.
I drank this much water in the last 2 days.
Drink more water. Hydrate or dihydrate, bitch. You gotta hydrate on that shit.
I am hydrating. There's wine.
That's not the hydration that I'm talking about. Talking about H2O. Hydrogen to oxygen. Hydrogen to dioxide, whatever the fuck it's called. I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Hydrogen dioxide, then that's what I'll do right now.
That's not what... Oh, my God.
This wine is actually going to be finished tonight, just so you know.
I'm well aware of that.
There's like maybe 2 glasses left in here. Dude, we should have brought this down to the fucking... we should have went to Colorado tonight.
Well...
Me and Bradley, somehow, we always get bitches.
Maybe well, how about as a celebration for the shit, for at least Tuesday, let's do that. Because I know that we got a couple things, next couple days anyway, so.
What did my mom send me?
What she sent?
You want to take a look?
It's a photo.
I'm a little too drunk to activate my phone.
I think she just sent you some stuff from a video game or something.
Oh.
It's like some game score, stuff from a video game.
Okay, so she's talking about Iron Banner from fucking Destiny.
I don't know what game.
Yep, that's Iron Banner from fucking Destiny.
Ah. Well, there you go.
Suzu, what damn, she had fucking literally 23 kills and then a 2.5 KD.
I know. She fucking slayed.
Dude, I used to be actually good at Destiny too. So
I haven't played it myself.
When I played Destiny in my good old days, I was a 5.3. Call of Duty, I'm fucking terrible on that game. But I play with a lot of streamers though.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of streamers when it comes to games like that. Anyway, so
well, my buddy,
I'm actually, you know the game War Thunder by chance?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, it's like a similar game kind of thing. But I actually even met streamers, from that, game as well, from like Origin to fucking Jacksepticeye. There's a couple of people, especially back in the peak in his early days, before he even had jets, where they, like I met a couple of these people, and it was also kind of fun to play around with them, because I'll even find out that I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually kind of better than them a little bit. And there's like an off chance I might be in one of their like videos or some shit.
Oh, I know, dude, right?
I know, yeah. It's pretty legit, honestly. And I mean, so like, and I've even done that a bunch of times with different content creators I've seen over, time and shit, just because it's always like, kind of fun. A little parasocial, but I think in those elements is fine, just because it's like it's literally just by chance that it happens.
I'm gonna go pee pee.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're gonna manifest the reptilian nature that you truly are and conquer the universe with the fucking intergalactic Kosofian race or some shit. I don't know. I don't even know where it's at. What drive? Human dog. Locking himself in the fucking laundry room again. Shocker. Fucking dip. What? Talking warp drive, and then my dog being emo bitch again. All that shit. Ain't about you, don't worry. Nothing?
I don't care if you say shit. You're right. Bro, you get to see me drunk as fuck right now. Hey, fuck you, Play.
It wouldn't be the first time, sir.
I love you. Dude, I cannot believe that jacket was bought in the fucking 1980s. Looks good on you, dude.
Well,
It really
I have a
brings
lot of
out
surplus. This jacket's from like the 80s too. Just a little bit more of a different background.
But a real leather jacket.
I'm digging it so far. It's honestly kind of like it's such a thick fucking jacket that it's kind of hard to have it, like other overcoats around it. Like even my trench coat, I was like, when I was wearing it, I was like, it's hard to like kind of get it comfortable on this shit. It's like, what the fuck? It took a minute, to try to like kind of get it all comfy on me. And I was like, son of a bitch. It takes, a minute to try to get like an overcoat over it. It's like in itself is an overcoat, but it's like I need like another overcoat over this sometimes just to like help you like a windbreaker.
Oh.
It's a good windbreaker in itself, but sometimes my legs, kind of feel it a little bit. So I want my trench coat and shit.
Jesus Christ, I'm not fucking drunk, but I cannot be steady.
I'm holding off for you. You slut bitch.
Alright, cut it off. Alright, so we got one more glass in there.
The tiniest little noise just gets them off. I love it. Fart!
Fart!
Fart, and then my Dr. Is a poop came out. What door is that?
I'm not going to bed until this fucking box of wine's gone.
But I heard a door. What door was it?
Zukov!
You suck bitch.
You already know it's fucking Zukov because he never closes that door all the way.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Dude, that little fuckbag, bro. Seriously. He's a little shit.
Alright, let's see how this one tastes.
Should be good.
Ooh, that was fucking dank as fuck.
I have a burp I want to try to release, but it won't come out.
Alright?
No, I'm trying to burp, but it won't come out. The burp won't release. This burp won't release. There's like some pressure that will refuses to let this burp release. It's driving me nuts. I need some carbonation or something. God damn it.
Alright, so.
What?
Some hammer.
That was the weakest burp I think I've ever done in my life.
But do you feel better though?
Not really. That was barely anything. That was like barely a fucking pressure release. Like, what was that? That was like insulting to my burp capabilities. I know I need one that just needs to go, but it just won't release.
Oh, just like the burps I do. Oh.
I know. Oh, I can just literally feel it, but
It's gonna happen. You feeling okay, buddy?
I just literally want this burp out. I feel the pressure.
You feeling okay though?
Nah, I'm actually feeling like a sharp pain in my gut where I'm literally about to explode and combust into flames and die right before your eyes. Yeah, that's what's about that.
I'm just making sure.
You're fine. Yes, I'm fine. Oh my god. If I was really feeling bad, I wouldn't be this jolly about it. I just didn't get this burp out, but beyond that,
I don't know you well enough. I can't actually agree.
I think you've seen me enough in certain predicaments where you should kind of get a general gist.
My booty hurt from sitting down.
Probably because of a couple days ago with what happened.
Yes,
Shut up. I know.
It still hurts.
That
I
individual.
wish I actually ain't gonna win. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I was actually high for that. But I'm already high as fuck. Right?
Well, yeah. Well, man, also, like, you had a little too much fun with me, by the way. He was always complimenting me way too much to you directly. Be like, your friend, oh my goodness. I'm just like, do I have to worry about some things here? Because this is already borderline as it is for me. And this motherfucker, I mean.
Dude, was it actually really borderline for what you wanted?
I've already told you, like, I mean, look, I'll say this much. I'm fine with the initial activity, but the thing is, I prefer teacher / dominant mommy types. So
do I.
And he was too assertive about a lot of things.
He was too aggressive. Dude, that guy spanked my ass so hard it fucking hurt.
Funny enough, like, you were the one that actually brought the most pain on me anyway with that. Like, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just because I was cheating out, man, or whatever, like, even hitting his quotes. I was like, all right, fine. Like, like, I was actually kind of weird flex, and shit. I was like, all right, I'm taking it more than you can, because watching you, it was actually kind of hilarious, I'll admit. I was having a little, like, I was a little laughing a lot towards that. Just gonna be honest.
Of course you were! Bugger.
Because you were just like, no! Because I already knew. Like, I saw the preface of what was happening. It's like, oh, the more that you resist, the more he's going to get aggressive about it. I saw what was happening with that shit. I was like, all right. I see what's happening here.
But I'm surprised with the way he fucking played.
Because, look, when you mentioned he was back in the Stonewall days, I'm like, oh, shit, this guy's, like, seems just shit, probably, I don't know if he actually meant, like, the Stonewall days, like, he actually was there for it or something, but, like, I mean, being like, that guy's like, all right, I can actually respect that a little bit. I mean, at the end of the day, he's not that bad of a guy, but he definitely should have probably been a little more chill about, like, the first timer over here just hanging out with him kind of thing. But whatever.
I think he should have been more chill.
Yeah, I won't do that again with him for sure, but, I don't mind hanging out in his pad, but not doing that again.
Yeah, well, I wasn't either. Then Bradley got me into it, and then I got my ass beat. Again.
And now we got a little fucking chain of command going down with this shit now. Because look what you made me do. I guess the story has been now set on stream, so fuck it. You got the general gist. One of these days they'll tell the details about it, but fuck off. Well, not details, but at least how that happened in the first place. So
we're not gonna go detail at all.
Not like that. You know what the fuck I mean? Like the arc of the story.
I know.
Because it was all about me trying to get, like, fucking job application shit done, and you distracted my fucking ass. I was even getting a little peed about you about that.
I love you.
well, fuck you very much, but like at the same time, I was like, son of a bitch, we came here for a fucking reason. I want to go check the. Even in the middle of everything, I was like, I'm finishing this application because I still need to deal with it.
You still took it like a man.
More than you did, little sassy little fucking resistant bitch.
You did, but it fucking hurt with the paddle.
I mean, honestly, the way you described it, I thought he didn't know how to use it, but, you know, no, he does. Because it doesn't hurt for me anymore. Honestly, I kind of...
It did hurt for you because I heard you going, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe for like a 24-hour period, but it's not a problem anymore. Even for you, like, you got some, yeah, the remnants are, the scars are there still. But for me, it's like,
I got the welts.
Well, you're the one fucking fighting back the most.
Dude, I was actually going to beat the shit out of you, too.
I saw the fist come up, and he just held on and was like, quit being a bitch. One more just because they're being naughty. Like, I saw what the fuck he was doing. I know he's a little kinky about that. I can tell.
You saw, though. You saw what came up, though. It fucking hurt, dude. It literally did. Why do I feel so good?
Low-key, fuck you for getting me open on this weird fucking way because it's not exactly the way I expect. I thought I would be doing this shit at like a furry-con hotel room or something, but here you are fucking doing this with me. They have fur nights over there. You told me about that, right? What the fuck do they have those?
Alvarado.
No, I mean, the dates. Like, what times of the month?
Oh, they actually have them almost every day.
I mean, like, you know what I mean.
I'm being dead serious.
Last time I was there, I never saw any of that. So it's not every day.
It happens every day. Depending on the feline.
Sometimes it ain't about the feline. Sometimes it's about the canines, too. I'm a husky when it comes to the furry realm of things, okay?
Oh, it's totally fine because I'm actually into that myself.
No, I mean, like, you know,
I apparently found out that I actually like the furries.
I showed you a few pics of, like, some swole, like, you know, furry dudes, and you're like, okay, I can see why that's hot. I'm like, duh. I'm sitting here like, why do you think I'm into it? A little bit. No, seriously. I mean, it's like, especially in the art, there's, like, some stuff I'm just like,
I don't know
what?
why, but I got a fucking hard on for somebody out there.
Probably because that's like, you know, the bisexual age coming out, just being like, I kind of want that a little bit though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with like some of this stuff. Yeah, I know. But it's like, you know, because at a certain point, you know, they just kind of have to take the Freddie Mercury philosophy of things. Like, I like to fuck and get fucked. I mean, obviously, if those were the proclivities, you know, because at least for me, that's what it is. So I've just, you know, it took a while for me, to be frank, but, you know, after enough time, you know, they just end up being something to where it's like, it's not that big deal. That's kind of why that situation happened the way it did with that guy, because it's like, whatever. I mean, even if I'm not 100% into it, you know, whatever. I mean, an old Stonewall, like, vet and shit, you know, whatever.
Dude, I feel great.
But that motherfucker, you know, never again.
Don't blame me.
I'll take pictures for him if he wants. I'll do that. Because I'll just, you know, be like, I'm a photographer. Let me put, like, some little edits and this and that. And all this other shit. Just like, you know, like, you know, let him have, like, you know, some, you know, pics or whatever if he wants. You know, I don't give a shit. Careful. Good stuff.
Oh, that's it.
No. Just let, you know, sit there for a minute.
Let's talk. Oh, yeah. Well, we're out of wine.
Probably a good thing.
God.
This beard. It's just so weird.
Don't put any of that, more of that meal in there. Actually tastes a little bit better.
It's actually a really good balance right there. That's good balance. Take a minute and buying his pictures. That's a threaded link. I don't want to grab that yet. Send it me on Discord. I'll look at it later.
I'm finished with this. I'm going to bed.
Beard.
Ah!
It looks like his skin's gonna start flaking off. Doesn't it always look like that though?
You need to shave this.
Not like you always
Grandma, grow a beard.
Grandma's always grown a beard.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, that little slut. White slut. What there's
Hold on.
Oh, what? Oh my god.
Oh, there's a little bit in there.
Put more so in these. I shall wait on you. Alright, I'll look at it real quick.
Yes, I do.
Dude, it literally looks like his skin's about to flake off. It's like it always has. Like, oh my god.
I'll say it. Oh, you're in
Santa Claus,
you
Jesus Christ, God is beard.
Obey the beard!
I should do that as karaoke at some point on Friday.
You should. I want some more weed though.
Right here, let me kill this. Hold on. This motherfucker over here.
Dude, I'm gonna get fucking high as fuck. Oh, good song.
It's by DRI. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
What does the DRI stand for? You said
Right.
yeah.
No, I did not.
Dirty rotten imbeciles.
But this.
What do you think this- you know-
This music is actually my fucking top.
Well, what do you think this little pin stands for? It's the DRI logo and little Thrasher logo. One of the two. Take one of them. Ooh, that felt good. Ooh, that felt nice.
More. No more.
Oh my lord. Nice.
Nice.
There's something specific about the sunglasses, bro. Oh, if like, you know, yeah, there's something about that, dude. I think I know why. It's because his eyes are the most normal looking part of him, so when he covers them up, it highlights how wrong all his other facial features are.
What the fuck?
I think you're right, honestly, because the rest of him literally looks like a mummified husk of a being, dude. Like, you're so right. Because those eyes, whatever life is left in them, Oh my God, you're so right.
I'm gonna go to bed.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Not.
I'm way too fucked up right now.
That's why I gotta stay here and ride it until the wheels fall off. I'm just messing with you. Just if you gotta take a nap and all that, go for it.
Oh, I managed to get up.
Sukoff might have to prolong that adventure because he's gonna be stuck there.
He's stuck on the fucking goddamn couch.
Sukoff, what the fuck, dude? You son of a bitch. Zuzu, hey. Chair. Zukov. Hey. Pop. Zuzu. Chair. Come here. Sit. Chair. Oh, he's gonna close the door on himself again. Oh my God. Buddy. Chair. Go sit in your chair, you little son of a bitch. Do I have something I can distract him with? Oh, here we go. Plastic. Chair. Sit. Come here, boy. Good boy. Chair. Sit. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Oh, hello. Oh, you sweet bean. Good boy. Oh, look at you. That's so cute. Oh. Good boy. Hey, no. Just stay. Sit. Good boy. Oh, he's a good little pop. He's a good boy. Huh? Oh, he's a good little pop. Yes, he is. He's a good little pop. Nope. Stay. Don't be looking at me like that. Just stay there. Be a cute little boy. Missing message from Rip and I. Hey, what did I say? I figured I did just because I was talking to him for a minute. I'll go back up. Confirm. Yeah, I heard whistling sounds. Super 8 is like luxury version of Motel 666. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, there's even more that I missed here. Oh, my God, yeah. I went back for a minute here. The peach rings candy, but now that you mention it, more actual fruit cookies would be more awesome if like fruit that and freeze-dried strawberries or something. But that, with the cookies? Oh, yeah. That's what I was kind of trying to talk about. Like, bake a cookie for, like, halfway through, and then you throw, like, a freeze-dried, like, fucking, peach ring on that bitch. Oh, dude. You can't tell me that wouldn't be fire. To be honest, something, because I've seen baking cookies, and if you put pineapple with it, I don't know. No, I don't know if I like it on pizza, but cookies is already sweet, so this might be... Yeah, well, yeah, pineapple on a cookie might actually work a little bit. Yeah. Chocolate cookies with some pineapple chunks. That might also work. I'm still wanting to do peach rings, so I think that would work better. I mean, just be honest with that one. I think peach rings might work a little more than that. That's just me. I also just realized I'm actually genuinely really fucking hungry right now. I think I'm gonna use the last little bit of the rice I got and make me up some bacon and cream and a rice dish to whip up. And maybe if you're a good boy for the rest of the evening, I might, give you a little bit. Maybe. Been an asshole lately, so I don't know if I want to or not. I'm gonna debate that. Prick. Nice. What? What's not being aim, boy? What did you give me that judgment look for? Wow. Judge me, and now you don't like it when I judge you. Fucking little turd. This dog, I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm gonna ever do with this little son of a bitch. Rascal son of a bitch. Ooh. Oh, that felt so good. Let's see if I can get the other side. Oh, yep. Oh, that felt good. A little more quiet, but it worked. Ooh. Oh, that felt really fucking good. Ooh. Ooh, that felt good. Dios mío. You. I'm gonna make myself some food. Whip up some amazing dank and call it good for the night. So, peace out and see you on the next one. So, toodaloo.